10, welcome in. Congrats on first as always. And thank you for the check-in. How are you doing? Hi, 10. How are you doing? Click to redeem. Oh no. Hi, noobs. How are you doing? Here, let me give you guys shoutouts. My moderator is going to be late. Let me give you both shoutouts. There we go. How's the eyeball? The eyeball is doing okay. Work's been work. Work has been work. Just happened to look at the clock. Surely. All right, I might pop this ad. Nah, it's got 20 seconds. We'll be fine. All right, I need to do a little bit more setup here. So once the ad is done, we should be able to start. Doing Spiral Abyss? Ooh, nice. You've done Spiral Abyss before, right? I have a friend who doesn't typically do Spiral Abyss. I think I have more than one. I don't remember them all. Like, who does and who doesn't. Oh, got food and nightmares. I was be 1 minute late instead. Nice. Welcome in, Jua. Okay, let me do a few things here. And the ads should be starting here in a moment. Oh, right. I'm looking at the banners, the event updates. When does wait, how much more time do we have on 4 days? Okay. We have 4 days to get Nefer, guys. Yo, Ju, a 10 stream streak. Yo, let's go. Let's go. And thank you for the live notification, Jua. Probably miss most months. Not too crazy about it. That's fair. Let me see. Oh, did I do my... Okay, we'll turn off in-game music while we do the commissions. Okay. Oh, the ad is going. I missed that. Alright. Ad's almost over. Thank you for the chicken, Jua. Using child for spoil this, he's so bad. No, yeah, child is an interesting choice sometimes. Oh, thank you, Jua. Appreciate that. Alright. Alright, I think we're ready. Uh, there isn't really much going on for the just chatting portion of this stream, except for hi Miko, welcome in. Can I get a shout out from Miko as well? Are you streaming right now? I didn't see you go live. Are you for once not live? You are not live right now for once. I'm a little surprised. How are you doing, Miko? Welcome in. Pokemon ever uploads to Spotify to synth theme is a bop and should totally be added to stream music. Ooh, okay. Send me a message. I'll look into it. Yeah, of course, Miko. Hope you're doing well. How is the Overwatch grind going? You've been doing a lot of Overwatch lately. Are you grinding with Sonic? Because Sonic's trying to hit Legend, I think is what it is. Alright. There are only like two main things, I guess, that I have for updates. At least like, updates that I'm willing to share. Someone at my work who's been there for a while got let go or fired or left or something, I don't know. I was a little surprised, but also not. Yeah, this person had been there for a very long time. Uh, so in the time that I was hired there originally, left for 2 or 3 years, and then came back, he was still there. Looked a lot different, but yeah. So now gone, just like that. The other thing is I am in a fight to get my Jack Sparrow compass. The seller and I are on good terms and constantly messaging, but the shipping carrier is trying to charge me an exorbitant amount that neither of us really knew about. So we're trying to figure out how to get the package released. If they, after so many unsuccessful attempts delivering to me and me not paying, they're going to send it back to the seller and then charge the seller, which is really annoying. Your Bennett is hitting higher numbers than Tartaglia. Oh my god. Well, I mean, to be fair, Bennett is like the honorary Pyro Archon, so is it really that surprising? The song you're referring to, sadly, YouTube instead of Spotify. Let me check it out. I'm gonna have two music things going on right now. Just turn this one up. Ooh. Oh, it's like Electro Swing. Or it's got a little bit of like Electro Swing thing to it. I like that. I love Electro Swing. It's so cool. Alright. Anyways, those are my two updates. So I've been fighting the shipping carrier for the past few days, trying to get in touch with someone, trying to resolve this, trying to not pay them directly, because a part of it is apparently a brokerage fee. It's just really annoying. So I am doing my best to not fight them. Tiff, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, Raiders. How was your... What game were you playing? I don't remember. Dead by Day... Was it? It didn't look like Dead by Daylight. When I was in there earlier, it looked different. But how was the stream? I'd ask how the games were, but we all know how you feel about that game. How was the stream? Also, it was a 2v8. Oh my gosh. Also, when did you debut your VTuber again? Because I remember we talked about it a while back. I forget how long ago that was, though. I got a chance to tune in. Hey, welcome in, Annie. Welcome in. How's it going? I don't know if we'll be doing Spiral Abyss today. We may have a chunk of time at the end after we stop the Archon quest. There may be a chunk of time. I'm not sure yet, so I don't want to promise anything. But I have not forgotten. I do need to do Spiral Abyss. That's what you think of the game? Understandable. It's been a month? Okay, nice. So it's been a month since your debut. It looks really good. Are we doing way too much because of winter interrupts your sleep because it's way too cold? That's fair. Yeah, seasons can do that. But I hope that the sleep you've been getting has been good at least. It's been a month. Yeah, no, like, that sounds about right. Maybe like, no, you know what? I think it was longer than a month. It had to have been longer. Oh, wait, no, that was when we talked about it. The debut could have been a month. That's fair. Have to devise an idea for a gacha going to copyright it? Nice. Welcome in, Bark. How's it going? Alright, let's hop into the game. We'll do our dailies real quick. Alright. What do we do this one first? This way? Ignore the chat message.
Too slow. Quit following me. Squall and fury.
Yeah, what's your gacha idea, Bark? Did I get all the... Yep, okay. Sometimes this doesn't knock them off the platform. Like that. Why? Okay. Where'd he go? No, Lauren.
Gotcha.
No. That's so dumb.
Into the wind.
Okay, let's...
No stone unturned.
We ignore that happened. Alright, and then Jua, thank you for the recap as well. I will read that after we do our commissions, of course.
Busted.
Or do we have any anecdotes? Hang on. We've got the same one as yesterday, I think, because I saw I know yesterday. Not saw her, but like I saw the icon. Okay, cool. So we'll do our commissions. We'll do the I know anecdote.
The wind knows me. Squall and fury.
Come on. Here we go. Oh, you know what? I was recently reminded a day or two ago of this, I think it was yesterday, of a song that I hadn't heard in years. It was listed under Forgotten Favorites. Let me switch to that real quick, actually, because, honestly, it was kind of a bop. I think it was a Full Metal Alchemist opening. One of them.
You seem tired.
I could have
Would you
waited,
like
but
some
you know
tea?
what? It's
I'll brew
fine.
you some. Do you take sugar? One
Try to
cube
do
or
it before
two?
anyone else. What's the basis for it, Bark? Or what's the rundown? Tokyu, Tokyu, 思い果てな
Quit
く
following me.
二人が無邪気に笑ってたあの頃に戻れるなら Because the stupid horse in Stygian might actually pull for Columbina? Wait, which horse? I haven't done Stygian in a little bit, so I'm not sure
Quietly now.
which bosses they pulled in.
Leave it all to me.
Something about maybe a moon wheel character. Gonna say question mark until something is revealed. That's understandable, yep. Imagine if she's not, if she doesn't become playable. Like, for her, I could see it going either way. She could be playable, or she could just be an NPC, like an unplayable NPC. It really could go either way, I think. But if she is playable, I might pull for her. For one thing that happened last stream, I think it was last stream, it was a stream or two ago. Her movement is so floaty, and it's so cool. That shouldn't be the reason that you pull for a character, but it was really cool. Moshimo, moshimo, yurusareru nara. Come on, shoot. And one more. Cool. Alright, last one. Last one, and then anecdote. Characters with unique models are rarely non-playable. That's true. That's fair. No, yeah, that's fair. You're right. With the exception of, like, a few that are very specific instances, I forget her name, but Arlecchino's childhood friend, Clairvy. Clairvy was, oh, I messed up. Clairvy, but that's because, you know, it was a child model. I mean, we've got like Yao Yao, and I don't, we do, I guess it wasn't really unique. What am I doing? I forgot how to climb this, apparently. It was a modified base NPC kid model, I think, if I remember correctly.
Search for it.
Orchid, welcome in. How are you doing? I think it's been a little bit. How have you been? Well, when you first saw Script, didn't expect her to be playable. I figured she would be, just based on that same sort of logic that, oh, her model is very unique. They'll probably make her playable for that, like, you know, amongst other reasons, like kind of popular, unique model. Again, these are not things that you should be basing things on in general, but, you know, we kind of have a stereotype for the characters that they're going to release and which ones they won't, you know. Though, I will say, I do hope that some unique models, like Dottore, don't become playable. I really like him as a villain, and that's why I don't want to be playable.
Ad Astra Abyssosk.
Remember Xbalanque possessing a kid? Yep, yes I do. And thank you for reminding me his name. I always had the idea, like the short red-haired kid voiced by Razor. Oh. Okay, it's doing this now. Let's go back to no. Do this, I guess. Actually, we're gonna turn the music off here in a second once we get through this. Good stopping point in an hour and 20 of Archon Quest if you want to stop early for Spiral Abyss. Stopping point 2 hours from current spot. Oh, you're saying an okay stopping point. I thought you were saying, like, it was just a new sentence. Okay, sounds good. Thank you, Joa. Then there's also free characters via quest, in addition to the option to pull on a banner to get extra copies of their weapons. That's true. Good, yeah, life has just been lifing. Nothing bad, just a lot. That's fair. Well, I'm glad nothing bad's been happening. That you've just been keeping busy. Sometimes being busy is a good thing. Or at the very least, like you said, not a bad thing. Oh, I need to also burn resin real quick. Yeah, we're capped again. I need to do this so that we get our constellation. Which constellation? I don't know yet. I'm still, like, mostly settled on Wanderer with, like, a little bit of Hu Tao.
Someone needs assistance.
The option's there, right? GB male character with a unique model, and he's not even going to be playable for a while, maybe until we get Genshin Chapter 2 or something. Would they make him playable? I don't know if they'll make him playable, but it would be really cool to finally have a GB male character.
Here comes the catch. I must leave you.
The wind knows me.
That's 7.3 hours into Archon Quest, but like not have time for Spiral Abyss if you go that long. That's fair. Unless I just disregard my own sleep schedule and say that we'll just do it, but no, you're right. I shouldn't do that. I should be responsible. Oh, that's weird. The hitbox was still there for a second. That's not gonna work. Actually, that's fine.
Squall Fury.
Okay, I shouldn't have done that. That's fine. Where are you?
Things are about to get dicey.
What a nice soul. Oh wait, oop, I forgot the lyrics already.
Search for it. Bow your head.
Busted.
Oh,
Into the wind.
that was awesome. All right, one more. Oh, where? Wait, where? Okay, we're going to ignore all these guys. Again. Oh, it's this guy. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. You know what? Hey. Hey. Real quick. Yeah. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Stop. Stop. Okay. What the heck? I don't remember these lyrics. Okay.
Time to shine.
Ow.
On me.
Observe. Break a leg. Time to clean up.
Alright, we keep everyone healed because of this guy. I don't like dealing with this. This debuff is really annoying.
Pull in.
Almost there, come on. And there we go. $40 resin. Let's go condense that all real quick. Ow. I don't even, like, recognize half the time when I say ow anymore.
I'll catch.
Alright, do that. And that should be all of our resin usage needs for the daily and for this. Yep, cool. Alright, one more for this week. Oh my gosh. I'm so glad that I'm not behind anymore than... I didn't realize how many times I got behind on the constellation weeks. Pain verdict. How's it going, Cobalt? Thank you for the check-in. Wait, is this... That's the wrong team. I don't know if it's picking up metal or not, because the metal doesn't render a certain distance out.
Fury.
Which means we also could have... Okay, so that was metal. Right, where's Ino? Ooh, okay. Oh, I like the song though. Oh, it's fine. I just... Alright. In-game music. Cobalt, how are you doing? It's good to see you as always. Ooh. Oh, wait. Is it... It's fine. It's fine. It's just resting.
How's the little deer, Ineffa?
Its wounds are beginning to heal. Condition? Stable.
So, that doc's medicine worked after all. Is it still in pain?
Pain is unavoidable. However, it will surely recover soon.
Okay, Ineffa. Next up, make us some cakes. Oh, and crunkakes too. I bet it's gonna be starving when it wakes up.
Warning, bring out llama after this anecdote for more. Ooh, thank you,
You are
Jua.
speaking on your behalf, I know, not the deer's. But
Mhm.
rest assured, I have a recipe for animal food, which I will prepare shortly.
Nice try, I know.
You cannot consume food meant for animals, I know.
Hey, I wasn't thinking about stealing a sick deer's lunch, okay?
What happened to this fawn? Are you taking care of it?
We are. We encountered this deer under a cliff. It appeared to have fallen to the bottom of the cliff and it was
Oh.
badly injured.
Oh,
Therefore, we brought it to a town to visit a doctor. We also acquired medicine for it. Our current plan is to care for the deer until its wounds heal. Afterwards, we will bring it to a nearby forest before returning it to its herd.
what's the matter, Rhino?
I know, we have discussed this before.
I can take care of it. I'll get up early to feed it. Heck, I'll even brush its fur.
Oh, she wants a pet. Thank you for the care package and hydrate 10.
The previous time you got up early to feed it, you hugged it and fell back asleep. Both you and the deer only finished half of your breakfast portions.
Well, that was that's...
When you were brushing its fur yesterday, you played ball with it, successfully distributing its fur to every corner of the room. And it clogged my vacuum cleaner when I tried to clean it up.
You have it rough enough, huh? You've got a kind heart, I know. Wait, that's cute though. Inefa wouldn't be offended if we didn't choose this. This is my logic behind choosing the other one. You've got a kind heart, I know.
I just couldn't help playing with it. Fine. I'm sorry, I guess.
Not this one, it's the sequel to this anecdote. No need for llama yet. Okay, gotcha.
But even if you say all that, No, I want to keep it as a pet.
Oh.
I'm already used to waking up early, giving it water, brushing its fur, then playing with it. If it suddenly leaves, I'll have trouble adjusting. The deer will too.
Yo, Coffee, welcome in. Jua, can I get a shout out for Coffee? Coffee, is it okay if I talk about your next game? Right now. Or your next potential game anyways. Thank you, Jua. You know what? I think I'm still going to try and talk to it with Llama. Anyways, just in case. Just to see if there is some hidden anecdote. Or hidden dialogue. Watching while the GF and I walk around Costco? Nice, nice. Want any samples? Can I get a sample of one of everything? Oh my gosh. You can? Alright, nice, nice. Guys, if you want to see a new Genshin player experience, go check out Coffee. Go drop him a follow. Turn notifications on. He'll be starting a Genshin run soon. I don't know if he's played... He's played like the very first few minutes of the game, I believe. So if you want to see the new player experience, go check him out. He's a good friend of mine. And I will be there as well. I would love to see all the stuff in the beginning and offer my, my help in general as well. I may not be a good player, but I am technically a veteran player. So I think that counts for something, right? Anyways, hope you're doing well, Coffee. I hope you and the GF have fun walking around Costco and eating all the samples. Not sure when, it's just a matter of time since you got finals coming up soon. Ooh, good luck on the finals. Yeah, good luck with the studying and the projects and everything. I'll be rooting for you.
Look, even the deer doesn't want to go.
It can't move, I know.
I am incapable of understanding deer speech, I know.
But we know someone who isn't.
Well, just look at it. Haven't you heard actions speak louder than words? It loves me this much.
Oh, wait, that's so cute.
If only the deer could talk. It could do all the persuading then.
And then I could tell it to stop helping you eat the vegetables in your breakfast every morning.
What? Neffa, how'd you know?
I did not know. It was merely a guess. You have proven it correct.
I love it.
Ugh, you're such a big, sneaky, lying meanie, Neffa.
Tomorrow morning, I will supervise both of you as you take your breakfast.
Babysitter and Effa. In a group project right now, doing a food-themed Smash clone game. Yo, nice. When you dropping the GitHub link, the deer has confused you. Wait, why does this deer confuse you? He never knows I know too well. She really does. All right, let's try and talk to the deer. Oh, never mind. I guess we're not talking to the deer. Okay. Cool. That is everything for all the side stuff. All right. Our conquest. Where is this taking us? Is this inside? Oh, it's inside the curatorium. Right, because we're in the middle of Rarear's memories. All right. So to get to the curatorium, you just drop down this elevator shaft, I guess. And it's right here. Cool. Yeah, I know, casually being cute. Super Smash Veggies or something like that. Super Smash Veggies is a good one, but it's called Food Fight. Fair, that's, that's completely valid. That's a very valid name. If you have llama in your team comp, can you actually talk to the deer? Apparently. I mean, not during that part, but after the next, the sequel to that anecdote, you should be able to talk to the deer with llama. Yeah, and Jua's got it right there as well. The deer is shown to be able to heal people, so always assumed it could just heal itself. I mean, think about it this way, Cobalt. Like, does a barber cut his own hair? Or does a, insert a specific type of doctor here do their own procedures? Some, I guess, can or do, but I think it's, more likely they have someone else do it. It's not the best analogy, but my point being is, like, maybe it can only heal outwardly. You know what I mean? Gotta head out, lurk at home. Thanks. I appreciate the lurk coffee. Have a good one. I'll see you around. Oh, it just drops us right back into the puzzle. Cool. Now we know.
Rarear, are you there?
Oh. Yuri Lowenthal. Just the random Yuri Lowenthal. Gotta go blind and have fun. Thank you, Cobalt. I appreciate the lurk as well. Need to find a Super Smash Veggie reference. Failed vote to show copies. Do it. Okay, we figured this out last time. I just go this way. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then we're there.
Hey, Rarear! Come out, it's urgent.
Dane?
Oh,
What's wrong?
wait a minute. So this is Rarear. This is Dainsleif. This is interesting.
Quick, come with me. I'll explain everything once we've met up with the others.
Why does he...
I'll come. But the Lindis is still over at the Universitas. I'll need to leave her a note.
Why does his statue thing look like that?
All right then, but make it quick.
Oh shoot, I did not. Thank you,
I've never
Jua.
seen Dane so worked up before. Whatever this is, it must be big trouble.
Oh, and nice, Jua. Okay, so, previously on Genshin Impact, Nefer got a relic from Dori to protect herself in case she has to go against someone far stronger than her, Rarear. You learn more about the story of Rarear, how he was committing genocide for the King Irminsul, how his future fiancée was one of the targets, and how he started to let his targets go once he found out. You learn that Rerir believes that Vervanir is the voice he's been hearing, telling him that staying with the Lindis would be a mistake. This is backed up by Vervanir also suggesting that staying with the Lindis would be a mistake to Rerir. Alright, and that's where we're at now. Statue thing, young Rerir and young Dainsleif actually sound less corrupted. They do, it's so cool. It's a really nice, like, somewhat subtle touch. It's not really, like, super subtle, but it's enough that they didn't, like, overplay it. I really like it. The uncorrupted or the younger versions of them. Okay, make use of movement squares to move pieces in the marked direction. Moving this way does not consume action points. Okay. I don't like that the it uses WASD, which is like up, down, left, right, but the whole map is at a 45-degree angle. That should have been the same, I think. Yep. No! No! See, that's what I didn't want to happen. See, can I just... I don't want it to be angled. At least not so harshly. Like, okay, so... this one here, to move from here to here, is left, not up, which you would think it's up because it's forward. Whatever, so 1, 2, 3. We'll just go forward and then this way, or left and then... I hate this. I hate that. That's so dumb. It's a bit weird of a choice, but get used to it. I hope, because yeah, that's annoying. Oh, is that Ved?
Well, this
No.
is a nice change. Meeting you all at this hour. When men and women of ambition can speak face to face in broad daylight, I say that's a big step forward for our dear Conria.
That's a typo. When men and woman. Let me hear that back again.
Well, this is a nice change, meeting you all at this hour. When men and women of ambition can speak face to face in broad daylight, I say that's a big step forward for our dear Conria.
It's also a mispronunciation, but you know, that's fine. When men and woman. When multiple men and then just the one woman. Well, maybe it's not a typo. Because she may be the only woman here. No mixed up left and right. Oh, I didn't. I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't be ridiculous.
Oh.
We do not fear the day. Why would we seek refuge in the night?
It's Certology. Huh.
You might ask your blade that same question. I'm told it prefers the cover of darkness. The word on the street is that Certology only strikes when he has an unfair advantage. But that is patently false. I see you're missing an arm and a leg. Surely only a fair fight could explain that.
I mean, surely. Pretty hard to tell left and right when all you see is diagonal. That's what I'm saying.
If this is your way of offering me replacement limbs, believe me, I'll take them.
Was that a threat?
Oh, we can certainly discuss that.
Or no?
With
Okay.
bioalchemy, anything is possible. Assuming I have your full support in my research.
See, that's what I thought he was talking about, like, or that's what he was hinting at, but then the way he said it sounded like a threat.
Lunatic.
Never mind, maybe it was a threat. I have no clue what's going on now.
Roptatir. What brings you here?
Optatir. Oh, it's like a comedy mask.
Why, Dainsleif, of course. He invited me. Please, cast aside your apprehensions, Miss Rhindaughter. Whatever the rumors may say, I am but a humble servant of the king, and I can assure you he affords me no greater convenience than he does you.
Hang on. These aren't all the... There are 5 sinners, right? And Vedalfanir is one of them. But we have 5 people here already. Who here is not a sinner? Rhindaughter is. Croptatir is, I'm pretty sure. Oh, Dainsleif. Duh. Dainsleif is not a sinner.
Well, the Universitas Magistrorum won't stop fawning over you. So at least some of the rumors must be true. You're clearly doing well for yourself, so drop the humble servant act. It endears you to no one. Well, the Universitas Magistrorum won't stop fawning over you.
Okay, I just want to hear that again. Danes of wishes? No, he doesn't.
You're president of the Universitas Magistrorum, the chief royal mage known as the Wise by royal appointment, and by far the most favored among the 4 pillars of Conria. Vice President Veet doesn't even try to hide his envy when he sees you.
My success is the product of hard work and good luck. It's as simple as that. Were the king not such an extremist, I hardly think I would have received a senior post at my age. Of course, no job is without its gripes. Serving a king like ours can be a challenging task, as I'm sure you can imagine. And as for Eftervit, in missing out on the presidency, he's dodged a mountain of stress. Like everything else in life, it comes with pros and cons.
Yeah, fair. Danes of number 6 of the 5 senators of Conria.
You're all here. I apologize for the short notice, but it was an emergency.
So where's his brother? Oh, wait.
You must be Rerir.
No, this is... Is this them, like, getting together to save, Ved? Are they... Is that why Dane's so, like, urgent about this? You can't move diagonally. Wait, you can't do that.
Yes, I handled your case file during your sentencing. Nothing personal, of course. I'm pleasantly surprised that you remember me.
You can't move diagonally like that, though. Being raided by people in co-op, just won a match for Stygian? Oof. Oh, thanks, Jua. Always forget that Rhine-Daughter's one of the senators. Yeah, I keep forgetting that too. Was that before or after she consumed the shade? Riri realized it was a cutscene and took the opportunity to cheat.
You're clearly a person of substance if you've been invited here. But Dainsleif, you'd better have a very good reason for convening this little gathering.
See, Sort of Logi does not sound what I thought he would sound like. I thought it would be a more like deep, gruff voice. Like I don't know, I can't think of someone off the top of my head, but like a deeper, gruff voice. And so some of these words, or some of these, like, you know, some of these dialogue bits, they seem a little, it's no like shade to the VA, it just seems like what I was expecting in my head. It seems like they lose some power, they lose some emphasis.
It's my brother.
But he's just a guy.
Villafenir. After he spoke at the court this morning, the king was so infuriated by his words that he had him blinded in both eyes and thrown in prison.
Yep, there we go.
Vedafulnir in prison? Strange. I thought the king trusted him and Heroptatir more than anyone else in the world. Does this mean the king's circle of trust just got even smaller?
Hang on. Are they like actual chess pieces? So we've got Rerir and Rhine-Daughter. They both look like knights. Heroptatir, I guess, could be a rook or a bishop? Maybe a bishop.
It has nothing to do with trust. It's about what the king wants, which is as clear as day to anyone paying attention.
Which means Sortologi could be a rook, I guess.
I simply appease him, because it's in the best interests of the Universitas Magistrorum.
Expect Sortologi to have a deeper voice in current time, but would accept a not-so-deep voice in the past. That's fair. That's valid.
And also because you're slimy.
Ooh.
Vedafulnir, perhaps less so. But still, a visionless visionary? It rather inclines me to think that qualifications are not what get you ahead in Conria.
I mean, he doesn't have to have vision to be a visionary. He has his, like, prophetic insight.
Do you honestly think this is an important discussion to be having right now?
Dane, what are you planning to do?
Rescue Vedifenir, I assume.
Correct. It will mean storming the palace by force. Tonight. I need all of you on my side.
Yeah, no, would that be considered treason? Pretty sure that's treasonous. This is why we like Dainsleif. This is why he's based. Lynn, congrats on the 5 streak. And thank you for the lurk. Hope you're doing well. Jua, can I get a shout out for Lynn, please? Sertologi's voice reminds you of Zahir from Korra. Oh, I don't know if... I don't remember. Let me look up Zahir. I never got that far. Okay, I recognize who it is, but I never got that far. I need to go back and watch Korra all the way through. I only got through definitely the first season. I may have seen some here and there of the other seasons, but the season 1 was the one that I got through all the way. And it was good. I liked it. I liked the whole thing with Amon. But yeah, no, I don't know what Zahir sounds like, or at least if I've heard it, I don't remember. Thank you for the shout out to Lynn. This is the definition of treason. It's funny that the wiki has pictures for all the sinners now. 3 faces, 1 crystal for Vedifenir, and then Heroptotир gets relegated to this chess piece thing. Wait, do we do have Rhine-Daughter's face? We do, from the Shades video. And then Rare and Sorology, yeah, we do. Okay. Yeah, that's a good point.
That's far too dangerous. And don't forget, Dainsleif, you're captain of the Royal Guard. You swore an oath to the throne.
Yeah, but then the throne betrayed his family, so I mean... Yeah, you know, what do you want from him?
You've been planning this for a while, haven't you?
I have no desire to commit treason. But whatever critique the king may have of Vedifenir, disfiguring your most loyal subject for putting the best interests of his court and nation first, this is not the conduct of a wise ruler.
Yeah, no, fair and valid. See, swearing an oath to the throne should also... It usually doesn't, but it should include, you know, like a clause, or like with the implication that the throne is... what's the word? Capable? Or, that's not the word. That the throne is... you know, it has the wherewithal and the capacity and, you know, ability to lead correctly. I can't think of the word I'm trying to come up with, but essentially, like, yes, but if the throne is no longer capable of, you know, making clear choices or, you know, whatever, then that should kind of negate the whole swear an oath to the throne type of thing. Or at least release them from that.
My blade will force the king to see the error of his ways.
So, Vedifenir's prophecy enraged the king. I'm sure it wasn't what he wanted to hear, but if he won't take counsel even from the visionary, that is deeply troubling news.
Yeah.
The extent of His Majesty's madness is now all too clear. The question is, how does a man like me get out of this situation unscathed? You have noble ambitions, Dane, but I'm afraid they don't do much for a guy like me. I'm not interested in saving the world. All I want is a letter of pardon.
Wait, a letter of pardon? For what? Thank you for the lurk, 10. That's why some stories have characters swear allegiance to the country instead of the throne. Gives opportunity to support the country in going against the throne without breaking the oath. That's a good one, yeah. I agree.
A letter of pardon? For whom? Thelindis?
Okay, so I'm not out of the loop. Thank you, Nefer, for clarifying that for me.
The chances of the Vinster King issuing a pardon for anyone connected to the Crimson Moon seem vanishingly slim.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Ooh, bigger puzzle. Alright, I like this. I like the bigger puzzles, and it's part of the Archon quest too, so it's not like dead simple.
Fog over the board must have some connection to Thelindis. But why is it taking this form? Does it have something to do with Rarir's past? Another mystery I'll need to unravel.
Yeah, we really don't know what this black greenish mist is. Okay, consume the marked number of action points to defeat your opponent's pieces. Okay, your piece will only attack when they have more action points than needed to defeat your opponent's piece. I think I get it. Nice. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, left. Okay, we can defeat these pieces, I think. See, it's even facing, like right now, it's facing the 4 piece. So you would think going forward is the way to move, but nope, that's a left apparently. I don't get it. We know their memories of Thelindis, we just don't know why we're seeing them here. Right, that's what I mean. It's like, what is the entity or agency that is implanting these, like Thelindis' memories, in Rarir's memories? That's what I mean. What is this green-black entity? Or what mechanism or method is it, right? Oh no, why would... Oh, it auto-moved forward. That's unfortunate. I didn't think it would do that. I thought it would just stay in place. Okay, so now we know not to do that. Oh, never mind. We just respawn at the... Okay. No. Two. Yep, okay. Left or right, whatever it is. I don't know. That direction. That's there. Okay, so this way. Gosh, I hate this. Up. 2. Okay. Made it. Is there any reason that we needed to defeat those things, or could we could have just bypassed them, I think, right?
Over the course of this week, the research object was subjected to interference for a total of 60 hours for experimental purposes. The results are as follows. Research dating back to the Crimson Moon Dynasty has established 2 points regarding moon marrow. Firstly, its origins have something to do with a god's power. Secondly, it serves as a portal to an as-yet indeterminate location. Moon marrow can thus be defined as a spatial gateway.
It's a portal. Moon marrow is a portal? Huh. As a rule of thumb, you should never need to die, but if dying makes it easier to proceed, feel free to. Also, don't try to kill everyone. You'll see why. Don't try to kill everyone. Okay.
However, there are a number of hurdles to overcome before we can answer the question of where it leads to. To start with, opening the gateway requires a specific power source, which the relevant literature indicates. An enormous amount of power is then required to keep the gate open. Currently, the total power output of our instruments remains in the single digits. To make matters worse, I am now the only staff member remaining in the Moon Marrow lab. The Universitas Magistrorum recently decided to move most of its personnel into abyssal energy research, which has stymied all Crimson Moon-related projects.
Abyssal energy. Is that the backstory for something that we have already encountered, I wonder?
This is not a wise move. I have always maintained that placing all our hopes in a single source of power is risky, especially one as poorly understood as this. As well as making ourselves overly reliant on a single resource, we are neglecting other promising technologies. I apologize if this comes across as disrespectful, but as a Moon Marrow researcher, I desperately want to see the world beyond the gateway.
She's a student. Kill to proceed. It's just really difficult, if not impossible, to get everyone. Oh, okay. So it's more just... Okay, I got you.
If we really made it there one day, what would we find? And how would we go about taming the unknown? My imagination is endlessly fueled by questions such as these.
Okay. So do we want to just try and go straight for it and only attack anything in our way? Yeah, I think we'll try that. Yeah, this one's in the way, so we'll go for this one. Oh, please. Oh, no. Oh, no. That's not good. Yo, Chaos, welcome in. How you doing? Okay, can we... 2... Okay, 3... 2... we cannot make that, actually. Okay, okay. Gundam, welcome in as well. New event? No, this is actually part of the Arkham quest, believe it or not. Went the wrong way, the path is impossible, and the enemy did not need to die. Awesome. But yeah, no, believe it or not, this is actually part of the Archon quest. Learned yesterday about how weapon banner pity works. What did you learn? What's the, like, how it's 10 lower than the normal, the other, like, character banners? Okay, what do we want to do here? This one. 1, 2. Okay, so now we'll break this one. 2, 1, 2. There we go. There we go. All right, cool, cool, cool. Focusing on HSR. Oh, no worries. Gotcha, gotcha.
I heard you're gonna leave the city with your parents.
Fate Point doesn't carry over like the Chronicles. Oh, yeah. No, it doesn't. It's so unfortunate.
Felindis, did you hear about
But
what happened?
it's better than it used to be. At least there's only one Fate Point instead of the 2 you needed for your guaranteed weapon.
I've heard nothing. Rerir got back very late last Friday, and he was acting a little unusual, but he slept pretty well, so I'm guessing whatever he did was a good deed.
Interesting.
You never saw him, and I don't know what he did. And this conversation never happened. You understand?
What if he finds out that you pried into his secrets?
She pried into his secrets?
Don't be silly. I don't know what secrets he does or doesn't have. All I know is he's just a normal guy who happens to run some errands for the king.
I wonder. She's prying into his secrets. Are these like deposits of her memories because of like, are they like a byproduct of her memories being left in, like, implanted in his memories? Is that a byproduct of whatever method she's using to pry into his mind? You're at 22 pities since getting an F as weapon. Only need to use 138 in case you lose a 50-50. I mean, 22 pities is really early, like, for an enough weapon. Saving for Columbina in Genshin and for a later character in HSR. Ooh, which character in Star Rail?
Are you scared of him?
I don't know. The Rerir I know doesn't match the person you all describe. Logically, I should be scared of him. And yet, I don't want to lose him.
No, I have not met Emilo before. No clue, just oh, I see. You're just a later one. You're just saving up. You're just stockpiling the bank. Gotcha, gotcha.
Enough about that. You should get going, and be careful with the package I gave you. Keep it secret. Keep it safe.
What's in it?
I have heard of Emilo. I just haven't
Piece of the
met.
moon. All you need to know is that as long as you keep it safe, then in the future, everyone will be able to see a red moon.
Silverwolf, she gets a rerun. That was one of the first, like, unfortunate things when I tried playing Star Rail, is Silverwolf was like one of the first characters, if not the first character, on Banner, right? And I wanted to pull, or I wanted to get her, I pulled and didn't get her. And that was just sort of my luck with Star Rail in general. I've gotten more characters that I wanted in Genshin than I had in Star Rail. Granted, I hadn't played a whole lot of Star Rail, but, you know, I think that kind of just makes the fact that I didn't get all the characters I wanted to get, even more. And it's not like I just did like a few like pulls here and there. Like, I actually did grind a little bit. I think I might even spend a little money to try and get some characters. Definitely not as much as I've spent on Genshin, but just nope. The only characters that I got that I wanted are Firefly and Boot Hill And I don't remember, is Clara 5-star or 4-star? I don't remember. And we actually got to meet Lumine's Japanese VA at Anime Expo. Ooh, nice. It's awesome. Got Kafka, Saber, and Firefly, all of which you wanted. Nice. Saber's one that I want. I honestly don't know how much time there's left for that. I know that it was like an extended amount of time, but I don't remember how much time. Noel is really unlucky with Star Rail. It's like Star Rail has been better than Genshin for you in luck. Yeah, Jua knows. I'm glad that some people have a lot better luck though. Like, I don't, like, again, I don't play it super often. The last time I played was around the time that Saber and Archer got released, and I did a handful of polls around that time and just haven't picked up the game since, because the whole thing's just been a little demotivating, you know?
A red moon? You mean our moon?
That's right. Our moon. Promise me you'll look after it.
I promise, Thelindis.
The Crimson Moon bloodline will never die out. Its light, the color of blood, will become like a fire that flows in our veins. No matter how long it takes.
More chess? Okay, so... Oh. Okay, do we have to defeat all 3 to get through? Okay, so... we need to get here. 5... 3... 1, 2, 3, 5. Ooh. That's not gonna work, is it? Or will it? Hang on. 5, 4. No, that won't work. Okay, so 4, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Does it add the numbers or change the numbers? Hang on, let me find out. Go. Where is it? This way. It changes it to... No, wait, it doesn't. Hang on. 3, 2. Yeah, it changes to that number. Okay. It changes the number. Okay, thank you for the puzzle thing. Definitely everyone's favorite, especially the controller players. If you look, you'll see it's actually impossible to kill those 3. Oh. Well, I see 5 and 6, but I don't see... I cannot actually see the last one. Let's see. 5. Okay, so there's no way to beat it. We just have to get to here. That's interesting. That's cool. Like, knowing that you can't beat it, but you still have to go through it anyways. That's really cool. Okay. It sucks from a gameplay perspective, but it's cool for narrative purposes. As for characters that you pulled and don't mind having, Black Swan, Acheron, and Luocha. Okay. Did I try to pull for Acheron? I don't think I tried to pull for Acheron. Black Swan, I considered, but there were other characters I was like, I prefer over. No, you know what? I take that back. I did try and pull for Black Swan, but again, not very. It wasn't a huge want. Okay, so it changes to that. If we do this, yeah, insufficient action. Okay, takes us here. We can't do that. Go 1, 2, 3 here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Did we mess up? We messed up. Dang it. Okay, so 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. We messed up. Here. Yeah. It takes us back to the beginning. Go here. Alright. Only have one character that you hate, Blade. Congrats, you played yourself. Also keeping your free 5-star for a later character. That's fair. I don't remember if I used mine or not. I really should pick up the game again. Okay, I think I can do this. 3, 2, 1. There. Break that one. Okay, we go back to reset. I guess we didn't have to go back, but Okay, 5. 1, 1. So 4, 3. Not enough there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There, maybe here. Oh, this is funny. We just do that. Stomp it. And then go back. 3, 2, 1. And we're here. Alright, cool.
Hurry, everyone, and stick to the plan.
There was a plan.
Sir Dainsleif, what are you? Is this treason? You know what happens to those who betray the throne. Please, don't do this.
It is the king himself who has betrayed the throne.
Mhm.
He has betrayed all of Conria.
If you have any love left for justice in your heart, you should join me.
These symbols on... This is a really interesting design choice for these pieces. We've got the diamonds, the very like Conrian diamonds, and these remind me of the space cubes of Asmodee's cubes.
It's showtime. Dane and his group will handle the troops in the palace. Then Hraptatir and Rheindater will disarm the security measures. My job is to enter the prison and rescue Vedifalnir. Stay safe. Wish me luck.
Good luck. You can't be
Look after
moving
my
diagonally.
brother. Draw your blade. It is time for justice to prevail.
So are we playing as... Is this us playing as Dainsleif? In a way? Oh. You know, I wouldn't mind a board game like this. This is kind of fun. Alright, so... No, we're... Okay, so we're still, rear. Break that one. Don't know if we needed... No, why... Shoot, I didn't have to do that, actually. I forgot that it still moves forward, but it's fine. We got this. 2, 1... There. Okay, we want 2, 1 here, stomp it, move back, stomp it, and then we move to the left. Oh shoot, I thought I had one more. Whoops. Got your giant list of characters: Castorus, Evernight, Hyacine, Topaz, Danheng, Embebbered Lune, Danheng, I don't know what PT stands for, Clara, Firefly, Fugue, Himiko, Ranmei, Yanxing, Japard, Acheron, Bailu, Kafka, Huohuo, Blade, Bronya, Saber, Tribi, Sparkle, Sila, Archer, Silverwolf, Ratio, Locha, and Welt. Yeah, you have quite a bit there. Some of them, okay, so the ones I remember wanting and I didn't get, Sparkle, Fugue, Clara was okay. So Clara's a 5-star. I do have Clara, I'm pretty sure, but I think it took a while to get her. Evernight would be fun, I think. Topaz, I think I wanted, but it wasn't like, it was kind of between, it was like middle of the road. Saber, I still do want, and then Silverwolf I didn't get. Yanxing sucks in normal gameplay, but he's so powerful in the new weekly game mode. Nice. Permancer Terai, gotcha. Oh, you can get Topaz for free! Okay, well, I need to log into the game then. That's what I gotta do. Also to work on Saber pulls, I suppose. 4... Okay, so we didn't need to grab the 2. Come on, there we go, okay. Is that red?
This place is filthy. And the smell is abominable. Clearly, the king doesn't allow his prisoners a single shred of dignity. This is dire. Found you. Hello, Mr. Vedifalnir.
It's you.
Hello there.
Surprised? Oh, wait. guess surprise isn't an emotion that prophets feel very often.
I certainly felt some surprise in the moment when I was blinded. Surprise at the king's sheer ignorance. Surprise at just how unfairly this world responds to words of earnest remonstration.
I'm curious. What did you prophesize this time?
It wasn't a prophecy. It was a word of warning. Someone had to say it.
He's a snake. That's an interesting choice for him. Snakes are typically seen as, you know, manipulative and kind of cunning, and they, you know, create discourse, and they, you know, speak, you know, sweet lies. I think it's so far kind of fitting to Vedalfanir's character.
The king has forsaken all reason in pursuit of his obsessions. I simply told him that if he continues on this path, Conria will surely fall.
But he didn't listen. Worse still, he stabbed you in both eyes and locked you away. Dane asked for my help. The court is in complete chaos now, but I'm sure you predicted that.
Everything is transpiring as I foresaw, yet I am powerless to change it. Fate is an immutable force.
Well,
I can but lament as the inevitable unfolds.
haven't we countered fate before?
I do wonder whether giving a man the power to see the future does nothing more for him than slowly crush his spirit.
Three characters a choice between Topaz, Ranmei, Locha, Himiko, Clara, Bronyo, Welt, Japar, Genshin, and Bailu. Ah, I see. Maybe I used my free on one of them then. I could have used it on Clara.
Forgive my curtness, Vedalfanir, but the king did not suddenly turn on you today. His suspicions have been brewing for a long time. You can't have wisdom beyond the reach of your fellow man without attracting his fear and suspicion. There are things the king does not want to see. So, he doesn't want you having visions of them either. He blinded you because he thought this would make the visions stop.
Or was he just angry?
He wasn't entirely wrong. I did indeed lose my power to see the future. Right up until...
Wait, really? That's how that
Until
works? So, even without eyes, or not even without, his physical sight, what am I trying to say? His ability to predict the future is tied to his physical sight? I would have figured they'd be separate. Free characters given this update. Oh, gotcha. Doubt you missed it. Gotcha. Okay, so I hope I used the old one then. You can save it like Chaos Umber is doing to see if more characters are added to the list. This is their second time doing that then, right? There used to be, like, you could get a free 5-star redeem, right? I don't know if I redeemed that, and I probably lost if that's the case.
Just now, I believe I saw something new.
Well, tonight could go a lot of different ways. 5 of us banded together to storm the palace, also we could rescue you. This will go down as the most tumultuous day in Conrian history.
I sense hatred in you, but also hope. A desperate hope that with the tyrant deposed, that will be the end of the story. But this is not the end. It is the beginning of a new chapter, in a whole new story. There are many men of honor and courage in this world, Rerir. But you are not one of them. Is that a dagger? Interesting. Why not the polearm? It was always your weapon of choice.
With your abilities, I don't doubt that you were able to recover some of your sight. But I also doubt that you want to make an enemy of me right now.
Of course not. We're on the same side, aren't we?
We could be. But I need you to be honest with me, Vedalfanir. At this point, you're my only hope for the future.
You mean your future? With your beloved, Thalindis?
Yes. And I know there are bigger things at stake here. A dynasty, a nation, maybe the entire world. But forgive me, I care first and foremost about myself.
I mean, he's just a guy, right? Like, at least he's honest about it. He's like, look, I know there are bigger things, and like, I should be like super patriotic about our country and whatever, but it's like, I'm just here I'm just here for myself right now. Like he's so real for that. Granted, I'm not vindicating him. I'm just saying he's just a guy. HSR gives you an item that lets you pick between those characters every 2 pulls of 5 stars that are already at E6. Oh, okay.
I can't abandon the one I love to save myself. I just can't do it. But you see a broader picture of the future than I. You see the solutions to the biggest problems of our age. So tell me, what is my solution? What's the answer?
In matters of fate, answers are either right or wrong. What will be and what will not. Maybe you are willing to pay a certain price in the pursuit of happiness, but unfortunately, fate does not negotiate.
Yeah, true. Because Topaz adds to the list this patch. Oh, okay.
That is the cruelest thing about fate. It is unmoved by your sacrifices.
That can't be true. I know it's your voice that I keep hearing in my head, urging me to see how the world is changing, to seek more power, so I can protect the things I love. You show me disaster, but you won't show me how to avoid it? Why? Why are you doing all this?
What if Ved's just like, mate, what are you talking about? Like, I'm not in your head.
My voice in your head. So, you hear it too. The voice that steals your mind, gains your trust, and drives you crazy.
This I said Rare believes it's Ved's voice. Didn't say it was his voice. Yeah, I did notice that, but I thought that was just, you know, I thought you were just sort of, you know, playing the game, you know?
It turns out that we are not so different, you and I.
Vedifalnir just broke into the strangest smile I've ever seen in my life, as if he'd discovered some monumental secret. But then he suddenly switched to looking extremely weary.
Very well then. My advice to you is as follows. You must persevere. Whatever trials and tribulations you may face, be steadfast in the belief that they are your path to the future. For as long as you live, your story with Thelindis shall not come to an end. That is the only chance you have of fighting back against fate. It is up to you whether you believe my words. Regardless, that is all I will say on the matter. I have no right to intervene any further.
I will hold you to your word.
Thank you for setting me free. In return, I will tell you one more thing that you cannot afford to ignore.
Oh?
Just then, a strange wave of energy rippled through the city. We had no idea what it could mean.
If I were you, I would head to the Universitas Magistrorum.
The Universitas? Oh no!
There he goes.
I'm sure we'll be seeing each other again very soon, Rerir.
He's so slimy. Like, in a good way for a villain, you know?
Whatever Vedifalnir said, I didn't catch it. I didn't even help him out of the prison. There was no time to lose.
Alright, ooh, big payment. Oh.
Monsters? Is this Rhindaughter's doing? Or the Universitas Magistrorum? Out of my way!
Not the character I wanted to use.
Let's see what you're made of. Can't hide the truth.
Cool. We're bleeding.
The Universitas. That reminds me of a rumor I once heard. Allegedly, the king installed secret mechanisms in the palace and around the city. No one knows where they are or what kind of power they hold. But if they were ever going to activate, It would probably be on a night like tonight.
Oh,
Help!
Hold on! Don't let them anywhere near you!
Save me! I can't! Ah!
That sounded like an explosion. So, the rumor is true? The king really went through with it. What other means does the king have at his disposal? They must run on power from the Abyss. And given it's a major center of Abyss research, anyone over at the Universitas will be in grave danger. I have to hurry!
I like that bit of like exterior. Oh, here we go. This exterior view of Conria. So, hang on, while we're here, can I can't climb this?
The wind rises.
I can't climb this. Okay, there's a ceiling there. No, I don't want to go there yet. I want to take some pictures. I want to see around with, never mind. I cannot equip Charlotte. Can I? Nope. What about? I probably cannot. Yep. Okay, well, so can I just look through your skull? No, I cannot. Okay. Oh, actually, we can do this. Okay, so we are underground, right? I can't tell if that's a fissure or if that's a rock formation. Up. Up. Okay, so that over there, I guess, okay, that's a rock formation. That's a rock formation that goes up that way. You can't even see, like, the ceiling? I guess, can you call it a ceiling? And everything here is just in ruins. Like, Conria was always ruins, even before it became ruins, even before it was ruined. Conria's just always been ruins. Oh wait, no, I thought that was like the similar to the double doors that we see in Sumeru. Notice two things. He trusted Vedalfinir's guidance on how to stay with the Lindis, who he clearly isn't with right now, and he thought the monsters were from Rhindaughter. And what names did he call out when he was reborn? He called out Rhindaughter, he called out the Lindis. Did he call out Vedalfinir? I think so. I think he called out Vedalfinir, Rhindaughter, and then the Lindis. I just assume the ceiling doesn't exist and it's just a colored skybox. Oh, I just...
You need me. I'll be there.
In terms of like the actual set, yes, I agree. It's just an interesting point to note that like if we're underground, you know, the quote-unquote ceiling is like very high up. But yeah, everything here is just always ruins. It's just always, as long as it's existed, been ruins apparently. Anyways, Jua, did I get the names right? Was it, and I guess, is that the right order? Order probably doesn't matter as much, but I think it was Vedalfinir, Rhindaughter, the Lindis.
Busted.
Out, we're bleeding again. Okay, okay.
Quietly now.
Time to go. The wind knows me. Squall and fury.
Where'd it go? Ah, nope.
You dare to gaze upon me?
Gotcha. Game's up.
Oh, it's gonna hit us. Nope, I guess not. Okay.
It all adds up.
Why can we not? There we go.
Can't hide the truth.
Okay, cool.
No more lies.
What does your burst do? I don't remember. It does something. It surely does something.
Can't hide the truth.
Alright, I'll have to look into how to play Necro later. Especially if I get...
Quietly now. Here comes the catch.
One with nature.
Leave it all to me.
Oh, we're bleeding again. We're bleeding again.
The wind rises. Search for it. Upon the gale.
Ow.
Into the wind.
Come on. Okay.
Busted.
Yep. Why is it so difficult when there's a 5th character to switch between 4 and 5 and 3? Where?
Wind striker.
Steady as stone.
No, stop that. I don't like bleeding. Okay. No. Regicide's blood money. Oh, it's just another dog. Okay.
Game's up. Fun's over.
One with nature.
Leave it all to me.
Okay. Let's try to not get hit. Let's just make a point of not getting hit here. Okay. Well. Nefer is powerful in a Bloom team, and she loves charge attacks.
Someone needs assistance.
Gosh, I've fought too many of these things
I
already
must leave no stone
to grind
unturned.
for Husk. So this shouldn't be...
Gotcha.
Switch to 5. There we go. Oh, he dodged it. That's cool. He triggered Hyper Bloom on himself. That's so funny. Oh, he... Okay, he took advantage of us being in burst.
Steady as stone.
No, not that one. There we go. There we go.
No more lies.
Okay, I guess not. Okay, no.
I must leave no stone unturned.
Squall and Fury. Search for it. Search for it.
I messed up. That's fine. Oh. Can we just do that? Yep. Alright. Ooh. Okay. Exactly right. Theory is that he's angry at them for what he perceives as going against his attempt to stay with the Lindis. Never is powerful. Oh, okay. At least that's how you play her. Alright. I'm hoping we...
At the Universitas Magistrorum? Why now?
Also, why did they not just shorten it to Universitas? They've done it at least once, because I remember, thinking, oh, cool. They just, they don't have to say the full name. But every time I think we've heard it this stream, it's always been the full name, and it just sounds so clunky. That's how you see it too? Yeah, no, that makes sense. I think I agree with both of you. Plan on using Nefer with Aino and Kaveh, and maybe a Nefa if you get her for a bit of Hyper Bloom. Columbian will replace anyone who shares an element in that team, and Yai will replace a Nefa if you don't get her. That's a good plan. I like that plan.
Oh no, they're coming. It's no use. The table won't hold out much longer. The weapons. Where are the weapons? Of course. All the lab equipment was upgraded after the inspection last week, but the new weapons haven't been allocated yet.
Ooh.
I'm done for. Is anyone there? I need help! Ah! Stay back! Please stay back! Please!
Why did she look off to the side like that? Oh.
What's that?
Red Rear. So the rumors about your work are true.
What? No! Listen, something happened at the palace tonight. We have to leave!
You don't need to lie to me anymore.
What do you mean?
I know why you're worried, and I will respect the decision you've made. But it's okay, because I found a solution. I know how to end all this. You can have it back. The normal life you so desire. But until then, I'm afraid our wedding will have to wait.
Lindis? No, don't do it! Lindis! Lindis!
Ooh.
No, I won't do it! I have to save her!
By what means exactly? A lowly pawn. You lack the power and the strength of will.
Do you know a way? Tell me!
Come to the palace. Join us.
Was it speaking through him?
Rary, thank goodness we...
Step forth and take your share.
You made it.
Not you too.
Oh.
Hatred or grief, despair, desire. We all have our own.
Rarier. Rarier.
Thalindis?
Were you daydreaming? You still remember, Rarier? That question you asked me a couple of weeks ago?
Oh. You mean the proposal?
Yeah. I'm wondering, where do you think would be a good place to discuss it? Maybe in the garden? Or were you thinking a fancy restaurant?
It's your choice.
Oh.
I will find you. And then, you can give me your answer.
Wow. So Dainsleif watched basically the birth of all five sinners. That is how the Abyss came to the five sinners of Conria. That's heavy.
So that's how the Raker of Solnari was born. A monster created by circumstance is a monster all the same. Viewing other people's thoughts for too long can get uncomfortable. Right now, I'm feeling a strong sense of loathing. In a nutshell, the story of Conria is what happens when the truth falls by the wayside. Everyone tells little white lies, and before long, you have a huge pack of lies that destroys everything. Whew. Time to get back. His past is filled with sorrow, but the tale of any fallen civilization is one of endless tragedy. Cruel as it may be, that was Conria's fate.
Yeah. Thank you for the care package, Orchid. He didn't just witness it, Dainsleif brought them together for the fight, and when he caused it. Oh gosh, I wonder if he regrets. Like, I wonder if he, like, harbors that regret, you know? Like, if he blames himself for that. But wait, didn't Dainsleif say that the voice that we heard was Vedalfanir? Or did he either... Does he think it? Or did I misremember his phrasing? Oh, are we just looking at the box?
Everyone,
Oh,
I'm back. Can I get a standing ovation?
for what?
Never! How are you holding up? Feeling okay?
She's fine. Boss is a pro.
Revere assumed it was Vedifenir because it sounded like Vedifenir, but it was the Abyss. No, but when we first, when we first encountered the voice, and Dainsleif, maybe it wasn't the first time, but when Dainsleif told us it was Vedifenir the Visionary, did he say it was, or that he thought it was? Like, this was a while back. The crystal thing? Yeah, the crystal thing.
Yes, I'm fine. You will have seen the events of Rerir's life through my thoughts. It's now clear that he is just a regular nobody, driven by personal tragedy, as he said himself.
I mostly agree. There's only so much we can know about him from his memories alone, but they did give us a clear glimpse into his life in Conria. However, I would not consider Rerir to be a nobody. He was deeply involved in the events of that era. Yet, when the catastrophe of a generation strikes, nobody is safe.
And that's true. That one, it's been too long for you to remember, but we're going under the assumption that crystal thing is Vedifenir. Okay. Because that was basically the same voice, I think. I don't know. This is it's getting a little muddled, but I think it's just mostly the detail.
Sounds to me like you're speaking in riddles again. Is this you urging me not to abandon the people of Nodcry in their hour of need?
Maybe.
That's not what I meant. Although I do hope you choose to remain a part of the plan. Without you, the mission ahead will be all but impossible.
Then try to remember that I respond better to the carrot than the stick. And I don't appreciate being bossed around.
We're not bossing you around. We're pleading for your help.
Now, as for you, Missy.
Oh.
You were excellent. You stuck to the rules of the ceremony and kept your mouth shut the entire time. Bravo.
Cool. So, can you fill me in on the deets now? Most of what I saw went right over my head.
Still having his lover being next on the chopping block, it would be enough to drive anyone insane. Yeah, I agree. Also, welcome in, Arsenal. How you doing? Have little evidence, but think Vedifenir's visions are abyssal in nature. That's why you think he reacted the way to hearing that Rerir was hearing his voice. Maybe. I mean, little evidence is still some evidence, so that's, that's an interesting position to take.
Patience. You'll hear the whole story, don't you worry. But let's meet up with the others first. It will save me narrating it twice. Yehoda?
Yes, boss. Let me get that door for ya.
That's more like it. For a moment there, I was worried you'd forgotten about the first clause of your employment contract.
Forgive my curiosity, but what does the first clause say?
It says I gotta do the annoying stuff that boss is too lazy to do for herself. Like opening the door, pouring the tea, yada yada.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Is that right?
If something is in the contract, it's because she willingly agreed to it. Rest assured that the curatorium abides by the very strictest of labor policies.
Surely.
You don't seriously think I'm cruel enough to treat her like my slave?
I mean, yes, she may have agreed to it. Doesn't mean it's not mutually exclusive from treating her like a slave.
In any case, I've hardly shied away from my share of the work today. Hope I don't catch Flintz and Varka lounging about in their chairs, enjoying a leisurely cup of tea. There's nothing I dislike more than other people enjoying themselves while I'm hard at work. Oh no.
Oh? Wait, what? Why? What?
Sorry to disturb you, but we seem to have run into some trouble.
Are we in Sumeru?
Evidently so. Don't worry, I'm not about to leave you to fend for yourselves. I'm not that kind of boss. And it would go against the Curatorium's labor policy.
Yeah, this is the desert. This is Sumeru music.
I'm sorry. What did you hear me say? I wasn't talking about labor policy.
Actually, yeah, I kind of forgot. I was caught up in the music. Run into some trouble.
Wait. How long have I been standing here?
Not long. You just appeared by the door a moment ago.
Huh?
Boss, what's wrong? You look like you've seen a ghost.
Is she hallucinating?
We've been tricked. We never left at all. Somehow I hallucinated that whole scene back inside the office.
Hallucinated? But how?
How indeed. This place should heed my will alone. All thoughts and actions that occur in here are just a result of pawns moving across the chessboard in a carefully calculated manner. And nobody has access to this chess set but me.
So you control everything in here?
More
She
or
did.
less. But yes, it's a special technique of mine.
After this cutscene is a good stopping point? But I kind of want to keep going.
Has anything like this ever happened before?
Only
We'll
once.
see.
It was the first time I used the chess set.
Is there any similarity between what happened then and what's happening now?
I suppose my thoughts are a little turbulent, which was also the case my first time.
Is there anything I can do to help?
The first clause of your contract clearly states that I only need your help with things that I'm too lazy to do myself.
Meaning you're not feeling lazy right now?
Meaning this is not something Yehoda can help with.
Oh.
The chess set is a personal treasure that I alone understand. I must be the one to find our way out of here.
Boss, it's fine. Really. Let me do something useful.
Oh, listen to you. Whatever would I do without you, Yehoda?
What? Really?
Yes, really. Where would I ever find another
Okay.
employee as obedient and servile as you? God forbid anything ever happens to you.
Don't you mean Archon forbid? Or Archons forbid? Or what's the Kutar forbid? I don't know.
Oh, okay.
What is with that face? That's awesome.
Well,
I love the
anyway,
expressions.
I was thinking of fetching some water. There's gotta be a source around here somewhere. I suggest everyone finds someplace comfortable to take a rest. We gotta conserve our energy. Even though all this chess malarkey doesn't exist in a physical sense, mentally speaking, it's all real. And so is our tiredness and fatigue.
Interesting.
You don't want to dismiss mental fatigue. Just because it isn't physical doesn't mean it's any less serious. But anyway, I got your backs, so don't worry about a thing.
It could only mean one thing. They were in the chess set for too long. I mean, that's not the only thing that could mean. I think that's a very likely thing, but I don't think that's the only thing.
Don't I have the best employees? Jealous much?
Jealous for what? She doesn't work for anything or anyone. She doesn't need employees.
If we can find a suitable time, I'd love to borrow Yehoda for a day to help out at the Frost Moon Scions. Would you be amenable to that, Boss Nefer?
Oh, Lauma. Have I ever told you just how pretty you are? Beauty runs from the tips of your antlers to the depths of your imagination.
Okay, so like, just kiss already then. What's going on here? Why are they flirting? Sumerians from the desert are more likely to say gods because they sometimes worship King Deshra, a god who is not an Archon. That's fair, but it's just, you know, like the whole, you know, saying god in Genshin is almost always exclusively replaced with Archon or gods or something. There's the one time, the guy who, when they're rebuilding the Jade Chamber, and who is it? Shenhe brings the large piece of plastrite, I think it was, and the one guy's just like, oh my god, I can't believe my eyes. the highest form of voice acting in the game.
Time to rally, everyone. Follow me. As we continue our journey, the same rules will apply. That means stay focused and no talking no matter what we encounter. And don't disturb the chess pieces. You have my word that I will get us all out of here.
Are we an unknown part of Sumeru? Probably not. Yeah, we're not even in, like, Sumeru proper. This is just a place that looks like Sumeru and has Sumeru music. Although, some of it kind of seems familiar. Never mind. Okay. Okay, Chua. Let's see. Anything? Wait, this seems familiar. This looks like...
This place looks
it's
familiar.
Aru Village.
That's not a good sign.
No.
There's something
Yes.
ahead. Time for a little chat.
This is Aru Village, right? Is this like the far end of Aru? Uh-oh.
I wasn't expecting visitors at this hour. Wait, is that?
Oh, it's him.
Hmm?
There you are. Sinue's been looking for you all day. I think he has some news for you.
At the very least, it's based on Aru.
Oh yeah? What were you doing just now, Uncle Retinue? Hiding away some more loose change? I know I saw some Mora.
It's a young Nefer.
What do you mean loose change? Oh, come on, I'm too old for this. Just pretend you saw nothing.
I wanted to see a tiny Nefer, though. Like, what would they have made the young Nefer look like? Okay. Some of these people look familiar. Yeah, no, this is Aru. Because this... Wait. How... Hang on, I'm trying to navigate. Oh, okay.
Hey, kid. Mind telling me what Sinuhe's been up to recently? I'm trying to get in his good books and I need a way in.
Get in his good books? Why? What do you want with my dad, Uncle Apepi?
Probably something similar to Little Dia, but never.
I've written a new song. I was hoping to showcase it at the next festival, but I'll need his approval.
A new song, huh? I'd love to stay and listen, but unfortunately, Uncle Retinue says my dad's looking for me.
Well, there's plenty of time and I'm not going anywhere. See that pile of stones? I'll be sitting there warming up my vocal cords. Come find me when you're done.
What a convenient wooden pole blocking our view of a non-existent little Nefer.
Pile of stones. Got it.
Same thing with the other one too. Alright, we cannot talk to these people. Okay. So this... Let's see. Some of this looks just too familiar. Also, did I mess something up by going down here? Can I get back up? Uh-oh. Wait. Oh. Okay then. There we go. Okay. I don't... Wait, jump up here maybe? Uh-oh. Okay. It's basically our village with some things taken out because it's the past. Makes sense. Did I mess up? Was I not supposed to go down here? I may have done an oops. There's no elevator there. Just jump off in-game and respawn. But... Alright. Wait. She does a little dance. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. Okay, so note to self, and anyone else who's at this point in the don't jump down there. Alright, cool. See, these two look familiar. Especially her. And then this looks like the chief's house. I think chief was the title? The chief of the village? The person who lives in the house in that lower area is trapped forever. 07 to them. Oh, right. Okay.
Hi, Dad. Uncle Retinue said you were looking for me.
Ah, there's my little princess. If you'd gotten back just a little sooner, you could have shared the spoils of war with me.
Spoils of war? Who were you fighting against, Dad?
It was just a figure of speech. The aftermath of a sandstorm is no time to be waging war. I was talking about our war against thirst. I went out to fix our water supply problem, and now I'm back. Which means...
We have a well again!
That's right. I found a new one and brought back as much water as I could carry. It should last us for a good while.
If it wasn't for these blasted sandstorms, our wells wouldn't be caving in. And you wouldn't be spending all your time out searching for new water sources.
Just make better wells.
As the chief of our tribe, I'm supposed to be leading us out of hardship and poverty, onto better things.
This is Aru Village. It looks familiar because it's Aru Village. Never grew up in Aru Village.
You know how prosperous our ancestors were. I've told you all the stories. And look at us now. Squeezed into these hovels. No one would choose this, if it wasn't for the endless wars over the years. But things are looking up. I started working with some folks from the academia a few months back. They gave me some contacts in return for my assistance in the desert.
So you're the academia's helper now?
Special ambassador, they call it. Think of it as a partnership. It's nothing bad, okay? We've been isolated here in the desert for too long.
It's the academia. Of course it's bad.
Opportunities elsewhere is the best thing for us. And
oh, shoot. That was too far. Too early.
Do you get anything good out of being a special ambassador?
You get not immediately thrown in prison by Azar, I suppose. It'll happen eventually, but just not immediately.
Of course. My luck's improving all the time. One day, I swear I'm gonna lead us out of this place. We'll find somewhere new. Somewhere better.
I don't know if she's running any faster like that. Yeah, it seems slower.
That's our well, and you know it. You stole from us.
Oh, not this
Well,
again.
you've gone from chief to thief, and now you have to face the consequences.
Did you really think you could take our water without permission and get away with it? You're either brave, stupid, or both.
And that special ambassador act? Yeah, nice try. We spoke to the academia. They said it was all news to them. You're a liar and a cheat.
Ooh.
I heard Yehuda gasp, but I don't blame her. Most people are terrified by the sight of blood.
There's no blood here, though.
Corpses strewn across the ground. The wounds are clearly from scimitars and daggers. The desert dwellers' weapons of choice.
There are some children laying down here. Also, is that... Okay, that's her dad, and he's just on his knees.
There's a handwritten note on the ground. Let's see what it says.
Halil, this is Sinuhe, chief of the Shimti tribe. Surely you remember me. I was the one who helped you and your colleagues avoid the quicksand in the desert.
Yeah, Genshin doesn't show blood that often. Just assume everyone here is bleeding out. I mean, it'd be a bigger sell if they were bleeding, but, you know, the fact that they're all called corpses and there are at least 2 children there is pretty grim already.
This is my second time writing to you. I assume my last letter must have gotten lost in the mail, as I didn't receive a reply. I hope this one makes it to you safely. I'm writing to you because I need some help. That sandstorm the other day completely blocked up our well, forcing me to look for another water source in Iab and Unut territory. It was a matter of survival.
These are new tribes that I'm hearing about. So Iab and Unut, and what was his? Shimti.
Praise the gods. The well of the Iab tribe was intact. It was my last resort. I drew what water I could and left, but not without being spotted. I fear they will retaliate. You told me to write to you if I ever needed help. You said you'd be my ally in the academia. I urgently need you to formally recognize my title of Special Ambassador and send some of your people to assist me for a few days. It's the only way I can convince them that this was the academia's decision and prevent them from retaliating.
Who is he writing to? Halil? Yeah, okay, Halil. But I think that's a new character as well.
This is
yeah, it's gotta be.
Please send help as soon as possible.
Well, I guess it doesn't have to be, but...
Looks like this letter never got sent. The writer died a grisly death, and the letter was trampled into the ground. It's badly defaced. Some parts are barely legible. What a ridiculous lie the surviving Shimti tell. Their whole village was butchered over a sip of water.
Yeah, that's grim.
Ah, officer. Welcome. Welcome to our humble village.
Ungalanpu.
I thought you would at least have the courtesy to provide some respectable libations.
Also, hi. That's a really large shot of Celestia right there. And yeah, we're back to Mahamata. Is that a familiar name, or is it just because it sounds like Mahamatra? Alright, we're back to using the AirPods.
This is the finest wine Aru village has to offer. I promise.
I think we've met him before. We've met Anpu in the Archon quest. I think we've met him before as well. He's gonna spit it out, isn't
The
he?
Academia has
No, I guess
agreed
not.
to reserve a single space for a candidate from your village. But I remain skeptical of this entire endeavor. I highly doubt anyone in this desert possesses serious academic potential.
Okay, guy.
Please, have faith. If not in us, then in our god. The child we found shows great promise. I beg you, take her away from this place. Give her a
Ooh.
chance. Don't let her talent go to waste.
I don't recognize her. New arrival?
She showed up here a few days ago and we took her in. She's a really bright kid. Please
Okay.
help. I'm begging you.
So, this is clearly Aru Village. The place that we were in before was not Aru Village. I don't know if it'd be called Shimti Village, but it was a different place altogether.
So, where are you from?
Nowhere special. Just a sand dune.
What about the rest of your family? How many of you are there?
Just the one.
It's only you?
Correct.
So, no brothers, no sisters, no mother or father?
What do you expect? Is she gonna be like, oh, now that you mention it, I do have a mother and father?
Any who have slept on a bed of sand, I call my brothers and my sisters. Apart from that, I have no family.
It was just Aru Village reused, though. It was like the cookie cutter buildings of Aru Village. It was like similar buildings and then just placed in very different places. But yeah, that was very reminiscent.
All right.
What is this guy after?
Get over here. Sign your name on the form. Never. You're rather fair-skinned for a desert dweller.
That's an interesting thing to point out. Welcome back, 10. Alright, now we're here in the academia. Again. Alright, who is this? Academia? Academia.
Nefer, this term's assignments have been issued already. Please
Manetho.
read through the materials thoroughly, conduct your own additional research, and then write an essay on the topic.
Yes, Professor, I'm aware. I just had a couple more questions I wanted to get your perspective on.
Oh? Please, ask away.
Have we met him before? Bahumana.
Well, I saw the other students' problem sheets, and I couldn't help but notice that my assignment is much easier than theirs.
Oh.
Do you really think I'm a weak student?
A weak student? Goodness, no. Quite the opposite. You have a sharp mind. Almost too sharp.
I think what you're saying is a weak student wouldn't have noticed the discrepancy. And if they did, they certainly wouldn't complain about the lighter workload.
Yep, definitely sharp.
You see, sharp as they come. You see things the way they are, and I'm sure you know why they're like that.
Because of where I come from. Because I'm different.
I'm sorry, Nefer. I don't like it any more than you do. It's just... Anyway, you said you had a couple of questions. What's the other one?
I wanted to check... If someone sent me a letter to the academia, where do I go to collect it?
Ah, your family wrote to you.
No.
Well, as long as they put your name on the envelope, someone should hand it right to you.
Not exactly. It's not even a recent letter. I was just curious where the mail would end up if no one collects it.
The House of Dana, I expect. I know there's a box for unclaimed mail somewhere in there, probably sitting on a shelf. Whatever you're looking for, that'd be the place to start.
Okay, got it. Thank you, Professor.
Oh, don't mention it.
Interesting.
Honestly, I feel like I failed you. I'm supposed to be your teacher, but I haven't taught you anything.
Yes, yep. Government-sponsored racism.
Hey, don't say that.
Yeah, what she said.
You're a great teacher, and you do your best for all your students. But the rules are the rules. You're not allowed to teach students like me.
Yeah, Nefer is from Sumeru. Now the academia saying makes more sense. She's not just from Sumeru, she's from the desert. She was originally a desert dweller. And even the guy who came to like recruit her or whatever to the academia specifically said, "You're very fair-skinned for a desert dweller."
It's not just the
or rather
academia
fair-skinned, whatever.
either. The whole world bends over backwards for the successful and leaves the losers to suffer and die.
Oh, my dear child. Don't tell me you've given up on life already.
I haven't. I just think that if you want to make it in this world, you have to find a way to become successful.
And true to form, we can't talk to him either. So we go to the House of Dana. This was before the event of the Infinite Dream Loop. Was it? Wait, how would we know that? Aside from like her being closer in age to her present day self, I don't see any like indications that this is like that close in time period to the Infinite Dream Loop. Oh, do we just drop down? Oh, we just drop down, don't we? Oh. Oh, we weren't supposed to do that. Why can we do that? That's not the House of Dana, that's the prison. Why can we do that? The earpieces? Yeah, but they were using the earpieces for a long time. Before that. So they weren't like, the earpieces weren't just the like the few days before the Infinite Dream Loop or whatever. Like, I'm sure they were there. They were a technology that was implemented way, like, a long time in the making, I would think. There's a marker. Why would you think it was down there? Well, why else is this here? Why is there a hole where the elevator should be, where we can go down to where we were imprisoned with Paimon, like, waiting for Nahida? Why can we go down here? I just want to see this now. Okay, well, why is that open? Why is this a thing? We weren't meant to go there, right? Also, what happened? Yeah, I don't know what happened to the elevator. Is it there for other people? Like, was there an elevator here for other people? Guess they just forgot the elevator when copying the academia for this quest? I guess so. What the heck is going on here? It's cool that that exists. Like, it's cool that this whole, like, instanced area still contains that. It's nice to know, I guess, in a way, that that underground space was not an instance location. Didn't check, just went to the box of letter. The box of letter in the house of Dana. Okay.
This must be it. A big cardboard box full of unclaimed mail.
It looks like...
And probably some letters that ended up here by mistake, too.
It looks like board instead of cardboard.
Let's take a look.
Where is it? It's over here now. Okay. Didn't occur to you to double check the elevator when you didn't need to go near it? Same logic for the places had for that to not get caught? Maybe. Probably. Oh, we're doing this again now. Okay.
A dilapidation survey from Port Ormos. Looks like it's from a Core of 30 representative. What a strange thought. A bunch of mercs losing sleep over rundown buildings.
Thank you, Lynn, for the care package and hydrate. The first-person aspects in cutscenes like this is pretty interesting. It really is. I kind of like it. I kind of hope that it comes back the way that the deduction and like the deductive reasoning thing, where you have like the cloud thoughts and you have to like make associations and things, that was started in Fontaine, and then they carried it into other quests, and then I think they carried it into Archon quests as well. So I think we recently did one. I hope that this kind of does the same thing, because this is a cool little, you know, just a cool little thing to do.
This one was never even opened. I guess the recipient didn't care what the Core of 30 had to say about anything. Who was it addressed to? I don't recognize the name, but it must have been a Kasharawar professor.
Maybe there'll be a mission where we finally get a jetpack gadget. We can dream.
This one is addressed to the Immorta Sage. The title is Changes Observed in Satyavada Life Symptoms.
Satyavada.
Why do all these letters read like full-blown dissertations?
This is the academia. What do you want, Never?
Guided by the incense, we became lost somewhere in the forest. All the barriers between levels of consciousness disappeared as our minds soared around in circles, looking for a branch to seek refuge on.
Come on, everyone loves jetpacks. We do. Jetpacks are hard to hate. I agree. After leaving the academia is an okay stopping point if you want to jump this part. Otherwise, you probably want to keep going until Nefer's Path is completed. Ooh. Okay.
In clinical terms, these symptoms fit the description of incense poisoning. The Immorta Darshan strictly prohibits the use of hallucinogenic substances, but I believe there are still people getting away with it.
How much higher can we go up? Can we look? it's moving it like so like ever so slow. Oh, come on, ever so slightly. I do this, and then this. I don't know if it'll let me go much higher, but it's going higher than I thought it would. Like we can start to see. Okay. Is there a point where it stops? No. Okay, it does not look like it. Wait, no, it's right there, I think. You know, okay, fine, whatever.
For example, my neighbor who always breaks out into song and dance after using incense. This seems like something the academia would want to know about. Why wasn't it collected?
I'm sure there's a lore reason. That's a lot, so you'd probably not want to get too distracted by random tangents like this and proceed with the story. Wait, is this not part of the story?
Wait, what's this written on the back? It's so small. The note says, the sender authored this letter while under the influence of mushrooms. I would send it back, but no return address was provided. Stamped by the Grand Conservator of the House of Dana.
No return address. Interesting. Oh, the looking up thing. Okay, fine.
This next one is addressed to Grand Sage Azar. A few words of protest regarding recent changes in Sumeru's educational policy. In recent years, the academia has taken on a small number of students from the desert region, as per the policy to this effect. However, it appears to me that these students have not, in fact, been provided with educational opportunities that are, in any meaningful sense, equal to those enjoyed by their peers.
Yep. Government-sponsored racism, just like Jua said.
As well as receiving dumbed-down assignments and perfunctory tutoring. They do not even have full access to the Akasha system. Education is the fundamental purpose of this institution, which should go without saying in a nation whose founding virtues are knowledge and wisdom.
Yeah.
I ask you, is the lip service we pay to the policy of education for desert students truly the standard of pedagogy to which the academia aspires?
Wait, is that how that word's pronounced? Wait, is that? Okay, I don't know. The Grand Sage game still boils your blood every time you hear it. Yeah, he definitely left a mark.
As Grand Sage, policy decisions are your prerogative, but do not forget your roots. You and I were once students too, as was everyone else in this institution.
Considering he's technically still alive, really hope we never see him again.
I do hope you will give some serious attention to this matter. I encourage you to discuss issues like this with myself and others, and listen to some alternative opinions. Great letter.
Yeah.
Shame it didn't get to where it needed to go.
Yeah, and who knows how long it's been there.
And the sender is... Huh? Sage Cyrus of Spontamod.
Cyrus. We know Sage Cyrus, don't we? Remember he was demoted all the way to a Forest Watcher? That sounds about right. Yeah, like, they were basically put on Forest Watcher duty, I think. He's not a Forest Watcher, he was exiled to the forest. AKA Nahida said to Tanari, your problem now. It's like, kind of Forest Watcher, it's just without the title, right? Don't they have to do, like, essentially Forest Watcher duties, or at least cleanup duties or something?
I didn't realize anyone else even knew how bad students like me have it in this place. So this is where letters from the Sage of Spontamod end up? Nice one, Grand Sage. Really enlightened leadership. Whatever. This isn't what I came here for. Moving on. I'm not exactly holding out hope that a letter sent from the desert would even make it here. But if it did, where else would it end up if not in this box?
someone's campfire, I suppose.
I can't believe how much discarded mail there is. Must have been years since someone last went through it all. And this is just one box. The whole house of Dana is boxes on shelves. I don't believe for 1 second that any human being has sat down and read through all the documents in this place. Who has that much free time on their hands?
I'm sure someone could, but just no one has.
Wait, could this be it?
Ooh. Would not be surprised if the Grand Sage went into a withering zone. It's a shame that we cleared all the withering zones. Unfortunately possible in your world. Can't wander into something that doesn't exist because you cleared all of them out. Exactly. A plain letter, least fancy envelope in the box, written on crude quality paper. And of course, it would be right at the bottom of the pile. Clearly, no one gave this letter so much as a first glance, let alone a second. The handwriting on the envelope looks very familiar.
Greetings, Halil. My name is Sinuhe, chief of the Shimti tribe. I was the one who came to you and your colleague's aid when you ran into trouble in the Great Red Sand. I don't know how well you remember it now, but I brought you to safety and gave you some water and other supplies. You seemed very pleased and told me your name. In my tribe, learning a person's true name is serious business. And I therefore see you all as friends. You were kind enough to leave your contact details so we could stay in touch.
Learning a person's true name. So what if Nefer's just a code name?
The Shimti tribe lives a harsh, nomadic existence in the desert. You were sympathetic towards my plight, promising to make me a special ambassador of the academia and help us find a way to make a better living. This brings me to my reason for writing. Our tribe has fallen on particularly hard times, and I would like to ask for your assistance.
Thank you for the posture check, Arsenal. Possible, can't really confirm it now though, that's fair.
There was a terrible sandstorm a few days ago, which blocked up the well in our land. To ensure my people's survival, I had no choice but to venture into Eob and Unut territory in search of an alternate water source. The Eob and Unut are descended from the Thamudians, while we trace our ancestry to Tulatula.
Ooh, Tulatula.
We worship the Lord of Flowers and have had relatively good relations with our fellow tribes up until now.
Thamudians is a new name, but Tulatula, we know that one. It's Wanderer's Weapon, and it's also the whole, like, the Lord of Flowers, a whole, like, quest, world quest that we did.
I found a well belonging to the Eob tribe. They declined to help us, but I really had no other option. So I took some water to keep me and my tribe alive. My actions are certain to incur their wrath.
Yep, fair. Why does it sound familiar? Is it the Tulatula part or something else?
When we met, you assured me that you would be my ally in the academia. I would like to take you up on that offer, because I really need your help. I wonder if you could send an academia representative to meet with me. That aside, the last time you were here, you mentioned that the academia had started accepting students from the desert, and I told you a little about my daughter, Nefer.
Heard the well before? Yeah, this is his first letter that he sent to Halil. The first letter that we heard him read was his second letter because this one hadn't made it. And so he was telling Halil in both letters about the well. Which is the one that he told Nefer that he found and was, you know, had loaded up on a lot of water from. This is after the talk with the professor. Yes, it's not just after, but essentially just after. It's a little bit after. It's within the same sort of setting. But yes.
We have next to no resources here in the desert, and my power and influence are limited. Would you consider enrolling my daughter at the academia? She is a smart girl. I know she won't disappoint you.
Aww.
From the outset, the academia never took you seriously. Those things they promised were just empty words. I doubt they even remember the name Sinuhe. And you were so emphatic that your luck had finally changed for the better. You swore you'd lead us to a better place one day. You spoke with such conviction, like you were the most powerful chief in the whole desert. You liar. You lied about everything. You promised the world and delivered on none of it. And who fell for it? Just me, by the looks of it. Despite your best efforts.
In Korean, she asks her professor if he thinks she's stupid. Literal translation. Yeah, she kind of asked it in a roundabout way in English.
Which makes you a pathetic liar. You weren't even any good at it. I think I'll take over from here. Let me show you how it's done.
Ooh. That was a good line. Okay, where are we going now? Truly not into the yeah. This is so weird. And I'm sure that it'll get patched out, right? They'll patch this up. Literally and game wise. Hey, will this just take me back to the beginning of the closer to where we need to be is what I mean. Will it just take us over? Yep, cool. Oh.
I just came to say goodbye. Thanks for everything you've done for me in my time here.
Nefer? You packed your bags. Where are you going?
I'm quitting. Something's come up in my hometown. Gonna head back and deal with it.
Huh? But this was a hard-won opportunity for you. You know that better than I do.
Sometimes a white lie helps spare people's worries. Yeah, and sometimes it's, you know, fine, like quote-unquote fine. It depends on a lot of things, right? The reasoning, who said it, like what the context was. Speedrun strats, I guess. What's your thoughts on the section thus far? I like it. I like, it's weird that it's kind of pulling away from the Archon quest just to go into this, but I don't mind it necessarily. In case you don't remember, current day Katayun is a librarian who's in charge of lending and sorting books. Oh, okay. So then this goes back to the thing about like the time frame on when this is set. Well, no, because we don't know that she's not the librarian, I guess. She could still be the librarian right here, so never mind. I take back what I was about to say.
It was, but it doesn't matter. I have more important things to deal with, and they can't wait. Oh, and I didn't want to overfill my bags, so I left some incense on your desk. What's wrong? I thought you liked incense. Although, I did read somewhere in the House of Dana that it has hallucinogenic effects. Don't use it all at once, alright?
Isn't this the stuff you brought from your hometown? You're just letting me have it? But you said it's a rare and valuable commodity.
Yeah, about that.
She lied?
I lied. It's not rare at all. There's this bunch of ruins near my hometown that are practically overgrown with this plant.
What if she's lying about lying? Because she doesn't want Katayun to feel bad.
It's not worth much. Keep it. It's fine.
But Nefer...
Alright, that's all from me. You take care.
She could be lying about lying.
Don't forget me, okay? I mean, we're more than just classmates, right? We're friends.
Okay, so if she's still like a student, then I guess this... Can she be a student and a librarian at the same time? Because she, you know, this could just predate all of the events of the Sumeru Archon quest by quite a bit.
Yeah, I'll remember you. I lied again.
Yeah.
That incense is worth a fortune.
Yep.
And it's a rare find even in those ruins. And as for remembering her, I have far too much to do when I get back. No time to reminisce. I'll be lucky if I even make it through this alive. But either way, I expect I'll forget you pretty quickly.
Technically possible, but unlikely. Yeah, Wait, which one's technically possible? That she's both a student and a librarian, or that this predates the Sumeru Archon quest by a bit? So I think it's probably more likely that it predates. See, they put real fire right here, and I want to touch it. Okay, we're not gonna. That should be able to do and librarian. Slap everyone's barrel. Oh shoot. Well. Unless we're going through to the end. Okay. That might be what we do then. Touch the fire. Alright, I'll touch that fire then.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Arif.
So, what does the Academia want? Since they've sent their special ambassador, I assume there's a big business deal to be made. If not, I'd be very disappointed.
Oh, so now we're a special ambassador. Not of the Archon quest, just of Nefer's memories. Oh, okay, yeah. Given the attitude of the Academia towards Nefer, a desert dweller, I'd assume this is pre-Archon quest. Yeah, I mean, that's like a valid, like, additional evidence. Obviously pre-Archon quest. Wait, did we haven't met this guy, have we? In the Archon quest? He's not the guy that helps us, is he? Likely pre-Ether waking up. Ooh, wait. That one's a bit more of a stretch, I think. Because I think Ether's technically been awake for a while. Like when we first meet him when we first start the game. Wait, when do you mean pre-Ether waking up? Do you mean like the start of the game, Ether waking up? Because when he's talking with Paimon, apparently he's been with Paimon for weeks or maybe months while she taught him whatever their language is.
Please, sir, lower your blade. You're lucky I'm the one they sent. Not all special ambassadors share my admiration for the Eab people.
Pre-start of the game. Okay, that's fair. It could be. But I want to see what your guys is like. What are your guys' reasons? I want to collect all the reasons and try and figure out where on the timeline this could fit the best. Likely before that as well. But really though?
The ever-shifting balance of power in the desert reduced the once great civilizations of this region to rubble and sand. But the story of the Eab has a very different trajectory. Others grew weak, but you grew strong, beginning in obscurity and moving to prosperity. You're the only ones who defied the trend.
Huh. So, you do know who you're dealing with.
This well is the perfect symbol of your strength, is it not? It used to belong to the Unut, but it looks like you have control over it now.
You're not wrong. But I'm sure you didn't come all this way just to flatter us.
Of course not. I came to bring you some very good news. Some information that recently came to light, which might just be your ticket to freedom. Records uncovered by the Vahumana Darshan show that a certain well currently under Eab control is built on top of some ancient ruins. These ruins are of great archaeological interest to the Academia.
These are the ones who attacked her, Wait a second. How much time had passed between young Nefer talking with her dad about the well that he stole the water from, and then these two specifically that we saw, along with others, attacking her father?
I checked the map carefully on my way over here, and I'm confident that this is the well in question. The Academia is offering 50 million mora in return for excavation rights.
50 million?
Doubt there would be given Nodcry's reason for existing. However, wonder if we got any hints from Nefer since she's Sumerian. Or Sumerian. I don't know.
No, wait. If these ruins are as important as you say, 50 million's a little low, don't you think?
Okay, come on, guy.
Don't get greedy, Eab. We know far more than you think. We know that you seized this well by force. Wasn't that the first step in your rise to power? To drive away the Unut and steal their water supply?
So what if it was?
Don't worry. As unscrupulous as it was, it's something we're willing to overlook. The Academia is only interested in dealing with the de facto power holders in the region. I hope I am making myself clear.
And I hope your words are the truth. If I find out the Academia is trying to play me, I'll hunt down every one of your people and make you watch as I cut their heads off one by one.
I assure you, Chief, that would not be in your long-term interests. You don't want to make an enemy of the Academia.
You really don't.
You see how I'm dressed, don't you? I appreciate that you've never been to the rainforest, but surely even you recognize an ambassador's attire when you see it. And what does a barbarian like you have to lose anyway? You really think the Sumeru Academia would bother to come all this way just to lie to you? We have more important things to worry about.
All right, I take your point. The Academia is the highest authority in the land. I'm sure you're trustworthy people.
Ha! What a joke.
In that case, we have a deal. We will sell you the excavation rights. I'd like to thank you, Ambassador. This is good news indeed. Excellent news. In fact, it calls for a celebration. Would you do us the honor of staying a while and enjoying some Eab hospitality?
Gladly. I am partial to wine myself, and I trust you are as well. So let's indulge in a few drinks together, in celebration of this momentous occasion.
These guys found the same trick twice, they're idiots. Elated, the Eab drink the night away. The prospect of their new wealth is almost as intoxicating as something. When the new day dawns, it brings some shocking news.
Chief! Chief, it's an emergency! It's the Unut. They've taken the well.
What? Well, don't just stand there. Take it back.
Yes, Chief.
I have every confidence in the Eab's military superiority, and yet...
Well, what is it?
The Unut's response was alarmingly fast. The day after we reach a deal, they seize the well. This can't be a coincidence.
Ooh.
Perhaps there is a traitor in your midst.
Oh, interesting. She's playing them, and I like it. I'm down. I'm here for this. Elated, the Eab drink the night away. The prospect of their new wealth is almost as intoxicating as the wine. But when the new day dawns, it brings some shocking news. Thank you, Jua.
I don't think so.
I am obliged to remind you, Chief, that the Academia will only deal with the de facto power holders. If you cannot regain control over the well, I'm afraid you won't see a single mora of that 50 million.
No! Please, Ambassador, just give me some time. I swear the Unut will not get away with this.
Oh, she's got him in a... She's got him by the ear.
That well is ours, and so is the mora.
Glad to hear it. I will wait here for an update.
If there is a traitor, I will find them. In the meantime, make yourself at home. I'll report back as soon as I have an update.
Much obliged.
Now she's just having everyone
Wow.
turn on
All
each
it
other.
took was a few words and I've got him wrapped around my finger.
Yep.
What an amazing feeling.
So, in summary, Ambassador, the Academia would rather negotiate with our tribe instead of the Eab, yes?
The Eab are ruthless murderers who don't listen to reason. And now they have the gall to interfere in our research projects in the desert region.
Is she just wants them both to eliminate each other. She's got a grudge against both of them. So this is her motivation. This is why you like Dia more. Isn't the most important thing to her anymore? Yep. She's a good bean.
So let me ask you, Chief. If you were the Academia, what would you do?
Kill them all. Of course.
Precisely. The Academia does not tolerate those who stand in our way. The EAB have held back our academic pursuits for too long, and our patience is wearing thin. At the same time, there is simply no way that the Academia can be seen to be intervening in desert affairs. I'm sure you understand where I'm coming from.
We have our own rules out here. If the rainforest dwellers raised arms against a desert tribe, you'd start a bloody war.
Right. We can't confront them ourselves, but we can support their enemies. The Unut have always had strained relations with the EAB, which makes you our natural allies.
Need a desert faction? Yes.
Natural
Agreed.
Allies. Weren't the EAB your allies once? You were quick to send them after us to protect your interests back when we stole that water. And now look at you. You're at each other's throats. Let me be clear. The Academia wishes to collaborate with the legally recognized rulers of the desert in this matter. We are asking for excavation rights to that well, and our offer is 50 million mora.
Say no more. I believe we have an understanding.
Good.
Surely,
Then I
yeah.
suggest you get to work. Get us access to that well, and the mora's yours. You see, Dad? Lying is easy when you know how. People will believe anything.
She's so ruthlessly cunning. Alright. I want to use the fire now. Yep, okay. Fire hurts. It's kind of what I thought. Why are we still burning? There we go. Candace, Sino, Sethos, Farazan, Nefer. I mean, I'd kind of hesitate to put Farazan on a desert team. Just because, he is no longer an adventurer. That is in his knee. In his thigh. Kind of poetic. They died right in front of each other. Because Farazan's more academia than desert. I'd replace her with Dia. Sino, he can kind of be both, I suppose. Candace and Sethos, perfect. Nefer, makes sense. But again, also kind of like Sethos, she would kind of be both, I think. So Farazan, because she got stuck in a desert temple. Well, was it a desert temple specifically? She said it was a temple. Or some place with like a puzzle. But did we ever find out where in Sumeru it was? Desert or rainforest? Because there are plenty of rainforest ruins as well. I think it was, for what it's worth, I do think it was a desert temple. But I just don't remember it being specified. Oh. Oh, she's crazy.
Look at yourselves. You may be vile, savage monsters, but your butchered bodies bleed like any others. You're no different. You're nothing special at all. The monsters who destroyed my home, they're just ordinary, petty human beings. What a joke. I think we're even now.
Oh, she's scary.
Maybe I've even done the desert a favor. It's a better place without all these people around. Oh, Sinuhe, my gullible fool of a father. Perhaps if you'd been as ruthless as I was today, our tribespeople would still be alive. In this dog-eat-dog world, a chief needs to be tough to survive. But you couldn't do what had to be done. So I did it for you.
Nefer, it's okay. All of this is in the past now.
I believe I remember you promising to remain silent.
Yeah, but even so...
Yehoda, is there anything you can do to ease the tension?
Got this, Yehoda. It's your time to shine.
Alright, time for a sharp turn onto a completely different topic. Anyway, that's enough of that. When are we getting out of this place?
Good job, Yehoda. Perfect conversation skills. Barzon was trapped in the King Desert ruins, so Desert Temple? Okay, I didn't know if it was specified or not. She has a lot of desert stuff about her. The ruins, her trailer was in Desert Sopek Oasis, and she needs hennaberry. That's valid.
Feels like we've been walking forever. I'm getting pretty tired. Oh, Alma, you tired?
Yes. If we can find somewhere to sit down, I could certainly do with a rest.
It's not far now. There should be a temple just up ahead.
Is the situation about to reach a conclusion?
Yes.
Really? A temple? That's where this story ends? I guess that's how things go in the desert.
I've been to a similar place with a friend from the desert before.
Desert dwellers can never escape their destiny. Or so everyone says.
Who was he referring to?
I never wanted to believe it, but looking back now, I'm as desert as they come.
You mentioned a temple. What's waiting for us there?
My biggest trade secret of all.
Ooh.
Ah. Then I'm guessing it's where you got your power from. The power to peer into other people's minds.
I didn't know you were clued up on any other religions.
I'm no expert in the history of Sumeru, but since you come from the desert, I would imagine it has something to do with King Deshret.
Huh. And the 7 pillars who served him. They're major figures in the desert belief system too.
Sounds impressive.
I have some friends with connections to this stuff. Specifically with Hermanubis.
Oh, I know who you mean. General Mahamatra Sino. The spirit of Hermanubis dwells within him.
That's Boss Neff for ya. She knows everything.
Sino's hardly a figure of obscurity, but I know about Sethos too.
What about him? Is he a big deal or something?
Well, he's not a small deal, let's put it that way.
You sure know your stuff.
Please, this is the bare bone basics. Save the flattery.
Candace, Sino, Diafarazon, Nefersethos. Suppose 6 would be enough. Yeah, 6 is enough for a tribe, surely.
Thanks for your patience, everyone. I'm sure it's been a lot to take in. With any luck, that's our exit just up ahead.
So do we walk through the corpse field? No, they're all just gone. Okay. Farazan does have history in the desert, but she's definitely more aligned with the forest half of Sumeru for now. Maybe a dual alignment where she fits both would make the most sense. Yeah, her and Nefer could be, or her and Sino even, could be like the ambassadors that go to and from. Oh. Have we been to this part of the temple before? Hang on. This is where, I think, yeah, this is, yeah. No, yeah, we've been here. Now I want to see... Okay, well, valid. I think this is the main entrance. Like, when you go up the stairs and then... drop down, right? So you'll be able to do Academia Faction a lot more easily. Nefer was never an ambassador, and Sino's not what you call an ambassador. No, I mean, like, not an Academia ambassador. An ambassador between desert and forest. So, like, you have the desert tribe, and then you have like the 2 or 3 people that are kind of dual aligned, that just kind of are the mediators or the ones that go back and forth. Oh, is this not where we go? What am I missing? Oh, okay, sure. Okay, this is the second time we've done that. What's wrong, Yehoda?
Totally out of my depth here. I don't have anything to add about any of this stuff. Like, look at that statue, for instance.
Yeah?
I want to do the whole name-dropping, this girl knows her stuff thing too, but I've never seen anything like it before.
It's okay, that's why you go on adventures and travel and learn.
A statue with the head of a bird.
Looks like something out of King Deshret's mausoleum.
That's Thoth, the Ibis King, one of the 7 pillars of King Deshret. The legends say that he, the Crocodile King, and the Goat King were the 3 retainers of King Deshret.
Wait, Thoth, that's an actual, like, Egyptian deity name. You made the same mistake there too. Oh, gotcha. Nahida, Wanderer, Sino, Tainari, Farazan, Lisa, Colin, Layla, Alhazen, Kafe, Never. There's probably a couple more you could add. Probably. Let's see. Nahida, Wanderer, Sino. Sethos would kind of fit in a little bit, I think. You added Nefer. Farazan. I can't think of anyone else off the top of my head right now. Oh, never mind. You added Alhaitham. Wouldn't include Lisa. Tainari is a stretch. Nefer's literally left the academia, so she's out. Kali never joined the academia. Nahida, also a stretch. I mean, Nahida could be their leader.
Let's take a look.
Kali is studying Amorta. That's right, isn't she? She's... Well, wait, is she studying Amorta or is she... Wait, what is that anecdote? I don't remember how the anecdote goes. Ooh, cutscene. Cats.
It's just Ashru.
So, all is well?
Did she get her power from Ashru?
Typically speaking, at this point, the world disintegrates.
Oh.
And we find ourselves back in the outside world. Besides, these are my memories. There's nothing to fear.
You're sure?
Of course. It's almost over.
Oh.
Hold on!
Knowing too much is always a death sentence.
Speak for yourself.
Ooh. It actually Ayo, Flins.
How repulsive.
Or was it Dane? Uh-oh. Well, that was interesting.
Timed that pretty well, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. Thanks, Colomina. You certainly did. Thank you. Let me get caught up on chat. She rejects Farsland's invite to her, of course. Kali is studying under Tainari. She's not part of the academia because she can't read well yet, though she does help out sometimes in the academia thanks to Tainari. Within the same sort of vein as Farazan, still somewhat part of the academia, just not as closely. That's true for Tainari. Gotta love us talking about this while Never's about to be murdered. Lisa is an alumni of Vahumana, which is Sino's Darshan also. Where we'd still be chasing even in the game box. Understand why you put Lisa there, just place her with the Knights of Favonius instead. But as though she's just a librarian, not part of the Knights. But she's more associated with the Knights than the academia. Yeah, like she left the academia, right? She left before graduating. It's timed pretty well. You certainly did. Thank you.
It's okay. I'm just glad no one was hurt. Paimon noticed you doing something too, Dainsleif. Were you helping get them out?
Of course. When I asked Nefer to conduct this investigation, I was not naive to the dangers involved.
Thanks, guy.
I had a duty to ensure your safety.
Good to know your sense of justice is still intact after all these years.
I take that to mean that you saw the truth. That comes as a great relief.
I certainly did. And thanks to your help, I also managed to trap Rerir inside the chess set.
Is he though? Like, first of all, how did he get to the chess set? How did he get inside? Was that not just like a, you know, like a portion of his power, a manifestation based on the fragment of him that we have? Was that just actually him? Is he actually trapped in the chess set? I don't believe it. I don't believe it for a second. I don't believe he's actually trapped in there. Finally put the sticker on your computer? Nice. Lisa did graduate. Oh, she did? Okay. She was like, if I want to research the elements, I need a vision. Receives a vision. Huh. How coincidental of the Archons. Or, you know, not the Archons, but, I guess Celestia.
Whoa, really? How'd you manage that?
Well, to be honest, I sensed that something was wrong long before we made it to the temple.
How did he even get in? I don't know, Andy. That's what I'm trying to figure out, too. Is they're saying he's trapped in the game box, or in the chess set. When did he get there?
By using this fragment to probe into Rerir's past. Well, the monster formerly known as Rerir. It seems I alerted him. I was tracking him. Then he caught on and started tracking me too. Can't say I'm surprised.
But how did he track you through your thoughts alone? That shouldn't be possible.
A lot of things shouldn't be possible here, Yehoda.
Rerir was a secret agent who reported directly to the Vinster King. He is an expert at finding a trail and hunting down his pursuers.
No wonder.
He infiltrated the chess set, read my thoughts, and built a new virtual chess set inside of it.
Huh.
That's why we weren't able to leave at first.
Speaking of your chess set, it's quite a remarkable item. Would I be right in thinking you have some connection to King Deshret?
You overestimate me. I only have a connection with one of his underlings, the Ibis King.
Oh, okay.
You all saw how this came to be. A long time ago, the Eab massacred my tribe, the Shimti, in our home village. A few years later, I enrolled in the academia, where some new information came to light.
Ibis King was... Oh, okay. Well, I'll wait until you retype it then.
A bitter battle over the rights to a well, all for the sake of a non-existent 50 million Mora. The Eab ultimately won that confrontation, but the victory came at the cost of almost every warrior in the tribe.
Jua, are you good? Banned. Jua, are you okay?
The final blow to the Eab came at the victory feast, when an Unut assassin beheaded their chief right before my eyes. Remaining Eab fled and have been scattered to the winds ever since.
Alright, I that was a little distracting seeing all the stuff get bonged. I'm gonna reread this real quick. Long time ago, the Eab massacred tribe the Shimti in the home village. A few years later, enrolled in the academia where some new information came to light. So a few years later, so she wasn't too much older, the Unut and the Eob fought a bitter battle over the rights to a well, all for the sake of a non-existent 50 million mora. We know that. The Eob ultimately won that confrontation, but their victory came at a cost of almost every warrior in the tribe. So the Eob ultimately won. The final blow to the Eob came at the victory feast, where an Unut assassin beheaded their chief right before her eyes. The remaining Eob fled and have been scattered to the winds ever since. That's crazy.
Having gotten my revenge, I returned to my hometown, where to my surprise, the nearby temple was still standing. There it was, seemingly immune to the relentless hostility of the desert, while my tribal home lay in ruins. As I stood there gazing at the temple, I noticed a cat just outside. This cat, as it turned out, was home to the spirit of the Ibis King. He led me to a gate deep inside the temple, and there he made a deal with me.
It's a good cat. Made a typo again, but good enough. Hope we get to see Verofnir at some point. I'm sure we will. I don't know when or why it's taken them so long to reveal him. Like, what more of his involvement could there be? But I'm sure we'll see him at some point. Firstly, it was just deciding the joke was made a bit too inappropriate. And then Typo basically made the joke for you, but you give up.
This chess set is my gift from the Ibis King. The chessboard within is made to the same specifications as the one in the mausoleum of King Deshret, and represents his power of piercing analysis. With this chessboard in its container, I gained a certain ability to perceive hidden secrets. Now, you could conclude that the Ibis King simply wanted to give the people of this world the power to seek the truth, but I don't believe that's the full story. Every god plays favorites. Their hearts are as fickle as any human's, full of secrets, perversions, egotistical tendencies. But precious few gods are willing to admit this.
It is the same with all powerful forces, including fate itself. Their gaze falls preferentially upon a select few. As you rightly point out, this is an act of favoritism.
If you're alluding to the Abyss, then yes, I agree. Gather the others. It's time to share everything I've learned.
Before long, the group is gathered in the office. Okay, well, those too busy attend something.
Thank you all for being here.
He's probably the only sinner Dane won't take our side against if it came to fighting him. They're all Dane's friends, he's just the closest because brothers, but Dane will probably struggle to fight all of them in some way. Yeah, I don't know. Would he take Verofnir's side? I think after all this time, Bark, I think Dane would actually fight Verofnir. I think he actually would take our side, just because it's been so long and he's had 500 years to stew on it and to come to terms and come to peace with it. So I think he would, unless Ved said or did something that gave Dane like a spark of hope, and then he would have that trouble and then be like, sorry, Traveler, I gotta do it.
As promised, I did some further investigating into the Raker of Solnari's background. I am pleased to report that the investigation has been most fruitful indeed. The Raker of Solnari, real name Rerir, was once a Conrian subject who served the Vinster King. I will now share the important details of his story. Please save any questions or comments for the end.
Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Nefer narrates Rerir's backstory to the group. At the Vinster King's behest, he gathered intelligence and assassinated descendants of the Crimson Moon dynasty. Unwilling to take down his beloved, Thalindus, who was secretly of Crimson Moon heritage, he then got dragged into court politics. Verofnir's voice, which spoke to him of his fate, was like a reflection of the moon. Though he could disturb the waters to gain some temporary relief, he was powerless to erase it entirely. In contrast, Rerir's own life was like a reflection of a broken moon. Once the stormy winds of fate blew across the water surface, it was utterly destroyed. Belinda smuggled away a piece of the moon before disappearing through that mysterious portal. It was passed down through the ages, finally falling into the hands of the knave. But what lies on the other side of that portal? Is it really a whole other world? Felindis never had the chance to share what she found there. Neither did Rerir, who followed her in.
So that's why he's so obsessed with the moon.
A tragic tale, to be sure. But it does not excuse his many transgressions. No matter how much Rerir suffered in the past, the fact remains that he is what we know today as the Wild Hunt, wreaking havoc upon innocent lives in Notcry.
By the way, we can stop after this dialogue. Okay, thank you, Joe. Crazy take, but Sir Logi will be on our side. He has no reason to fight us, and neither we him. We're also allies of Skirk. He wouldn't target people she allows to remember her, and Rheindaughter is definitely not evil. She's just morally wrong, but she's kind of with and against the heavenly principles due to fusing with Nibirius. Rambling off an opinion, I agree with a lot of that, but I feel like Sir Logi, he told Skirk that he would fight her to the death, I think, right? Whether that's true or not, it doesn't really instill me with the confidence that this man is not going to fight us.
He becomes more dangerous with each passing day. If left unchecked, it is simply a matter of time before all of Tevat suffers the consequences. This is a threat that the Knights of Favonius cannot ignore.
A question for Miss Columbina. Forgive me if this is presumptuous, but have you ever seen the spatial gateway that appeared in Rerir's memory?
Never. But I have heard stories of something called the Moon Gate, and this seems to fit the description.
Miss Lauma, any thoughts on this?
In the lore of the Frost Moon Scions, the moon is believed to hold many secrets. Some sources speak of ancient knowledge, others of a gateway to the unknown. The term Moongate is one I have heard before. But as is the case with all of our legends, there are no records of any first-hand witnesses. We cannot know whether it truly exists.
10 to 20 minutes to end of this cutscene and a good stopping point, or go another 10 to 20 minutes if you want to have access to the bar. Let's stick with the first 10 to 20. We'll see where we're at after that.
Then back to Miss Columbina. As a moon goddess yourself, do you have some idea of where the moon gate leads to?
To the moon.
Not at this stage, sorry. I do hold the power of the Frost Moon, and my strength is recovering well. I can sense that the gate would open at my command, but...
But there's more to the power of the Frost Moon than that?
Yes. A moon goddess has the right to open the moon gate, since it is a path to the moon.
Called it.
But as never mentioned, holding open a spatial gateway takes a huge amount of power. And right now, I need to conserve my energy to fight the Rahier of Solnari. I'm afraid this is one mystery we may have to leave unsolved for now.
Vedalfanir might not really care about us. He knows fate and will probably take our side when the time is right, even if it means conflict before that. And Horoptatir, we know nothing of. We know that he's a slimy snake who's two-faced and will just say whatever to make himself look good. That's the gist of what I got when we met him. Vedalfanir, he's kind of harder to read, in my opinion. But yeah, he knows fate will probably take our side when the time is right. He'll do whatever he either knows or sees or thinks is ordained by fate, I think. So whether that means temporarily aligning with one side, be it us or the opposition, I think he'll do that.
I agree. Better to save your strength. But if you'll humor me for a moment, I have a bold conjecture of my own regarding the world beyond the gateway.
Oh?
I highly suspect that neither Tholindis nor Rerir made it through unscathed. The evidence pointing to this is the fact that the Rahier of Solnari exists in the form of countless fragments.
Is he saying that the portal basically shredded Rerir into fragments? And if so, what about Tholindis?
With the abyssal power he wields, no ordinary foe can touch him, let alone tear him to shreds. And yet, the Wild Hunt proliferates wherever his scattered fragments lie, drawing hordes of monsters to many different locations across the land.
So your theory is that Rerir was physically torn to shreds by some powerful force? Hence, why the Wild Hunt is a distributed phenomenon, rather than a unified one?
Makes sense to me. Explains why the Wild Hunt is so pervasive, and why he's been trying to piece himself back together. He was whole to begin with, and he wants to be whole again.
Without the power of the Abyss on his side, he almost certainly would have perished the moment he was torn apart.
Yeah.
But the Abyss, much like a curse, has kept him alive.
And the Lindis didn't have that quote-unquote luxury. Oh, hang on, I'm gonna snooze this ad. All we really know is that Horoptetyr used to wield Ardent Storm, the 4-star weapon appearance for claymores, though it was called Starkutr when he wielded it. So Horoptetyr was the head of the Universitas Magistrar. What if, because we know the sinners don't exactly decay, Rerir being a special case, what if the Tory is Horoptetyr? I would say that's a really cool theory that I would love to see more evidence for, but my main point against it is the voice. They don't typically, as far as I'm aware, have different voices, like drastically different voices for the younger version. Like, young Dane is still Yuri Lowenthal, just doing a younger voice. I would imagine the Torre's VA, well, I guess it could be the same VA, technically, just putting on a different voice, but the voice itself sounds super different from Dottore. That's my one thing that comes off the top of my head. I haven't put together any evidence or anything to, you know, any rebuttal against it. That's just the first thing that came to mind. Yo, Sonic, welcome in. Thank you for the check-in. And welcome in, Alan Sim. Only got into this a month ago as a diehard Skyrim and Oblivion fan. Surprised how good it is. Hey, welcome to the club. I have actually been thinking a lot about Skyrim lately. I've been wanting to pick it up again. I've been singing the Dragonborn song a lot lately. Don't think we know his origins, but could be wrong. No, I think you're right. I don't think we know Dottoro's origins. It would explain his evil as heck nature. We don't know his eyes. Sakura, welcome in. Still doing paperwork for dead people? We're done with that part. No, we're done with that part. And then we saw someone else's memories, and there were more dead children. So, you know, we actually saw dead children on the ground again. Not as many as last time, but it's just, it hadn't let up very much. And Capitano, true. Horoptetyr can probably change his voice. Wouldn't surprise you if he had to hide his identity from Piero. That's true. Like, you've got some good, like, that's an interesting theory, and I would love to see more evidence. If you come up with more evidence on this, please share. I would love to see it. Using only game lore, you could totally be right, but yeah, considering the VA would make that idea less likely, though not impossible. True, true. Yes. Jua, can I get a TSO for Sakura, please? How was your stream, my friend? Hope you're doing well. I was lurking earlier, and I wanted to pop in and say hi real quick, but I got caught up doing some other stuff and taking care of some important things. Thank you, Jua. I appreciate that. Right, you were doing Age of Imprisonment. I thought you were doing, one of the... Like, I thought you were doing either Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom, and then I saw your game category. I had to look up the game. Yeah, I want to know, did it just come out recently? Because I saw an article, like, that was released, like, 20 hours ago or something. It's good doing some Ages of Imprisonment. Nice, nice, nice. But yeah, I don't know how I haven't heard of this game. I don't think I've heard of Hyrule Warriors, so I guess Age of Imprisonment is, like, an installment, or, like, I don't know. Please educate me. Scarlet, we need to find as much info as you can. Nice. I'm looking forward to it, Bark. It came out today. Gotcha. It sounds like it's fun. It takes place when Zelda was trapped in the past. Oh, right. Okay, I will say, I've started Tears of the Kingdom at a friend's house. I've started it, not gone super far, but, you know, we're exploring around Hyrule a bit.
I could not agree more. The power of the Abyss is most surely a curse.
It is a compelling explanation, and one that accords with my present understanding of Abyss creatures. Whether the life form in question is primitive or advanced, if a curse has extended its lifespan unnaturally, it will continue to survive in spite of everything.
Today in Canada. It's the second Hyrule Warriors game set in the Breath of the Wild Tears of the Kingdom era. Interesting. So yeah, the first one, I'm assuming, is the one that I was thinking of prior to that. I think it was just called Hyrule Warriors, right? The first one was just called Hyrule Warriors, and this is Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment, right? Basically, when Zelda disappears at the start of the game and gets sent into the past, you relive what happened. That's so cool. I wonder if I should be playing that in tandem with Tears of the Kingdom for some additional context.
This raises some interesting questions. I will run some experiments and see if there is any validity to my suspicions.
There are 3 of them. Okay, I didn't know there were 3 Hyrule Warriors. What are the names of each of them then?
That being said, regardless of whether my research bears fruit, I would like to thank Miss Nefer for conducting such a thorough investigation.
Mm-hmm.
Already, it has greatly enriched my understanding of the entity we face.
My pleasure, Mr. Albedo. I too hope that the information I have shared today proves useful as we look to formulate the next stage of our plan.
Hey! What is it, Dainsleif? You look really upset!
It's just... when I think of the man I once knew as Rerir, I struggle to understand why things had to turn out like this.
Because he was manipulated by your brother, or by the Abyss posing as your brother.
The 2 of you used to be friends, didn't you? I don't know if these words will bring any comfort, but my heart goes out to you.
Aww. Oh, and there's the ad. The only thing you could think, I guess, is Dottore was part of the academia and was then expelled. However, you also think about as a plot to regain control of a research facility to continue his work, and he was also at Tatarasuno when Wander went by Kunikuzushi, in which he had the same appearance as he does now, despite that taking place nearly 500 years ago. Yeah, which would lead to, you know, a good stance on him being Conrian. Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity, 100 years before Breath of the Wild, and then Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment. I don't know how I missed Age of Imprisonment, like any news about that. Age of Calamity, I think I heard about. Play Tears of the Kingdom first, then go back for Warriors so you don't get any spoilers. Oh, good point. Haven't played it, but you can totally see the ending of the story spoiling how Link finds Zelda. Fair, valid. The first Hyrule Warriors game is a mix of all the Zelda games and is not exactly canon, but still very cool. It's basically Dynasty Warriors Zelda. Yep. I remember when it first was announced and I heard that, or watched it or whatever, it's like, that's an interesting concept for a Legend of Zelda game that just takes place outside of the canon. But Calamity and Imprisonment being like tie-ins with the main games is also a very interesting way to approach that. We have gotten very distracted. Yeah, I'm sorry, Chua.
Mine too. We can never know all the hows and whys of the way things are. The moon and stars are full of untold secrets and lies. And the skies are host to many more mysteries than these alone. Yet, none of that can begin to compare with the complexity of human life.
Those are the first comforting words I've heard in a long time. Thank you both.
I mean, let your guard down sometime. Open up to people, and they'll, you know, be empathetic or sympathetic with you, Dainsleif. You don't have to be so closed off and, you know, tough guy all the time.
Well, I think this is a good place to end today's meeting. I'm sure Nefer needs some time to recover. She's been through an awful lot today.
Yes, she has. Oh yeah, also Sakura, we saw this woman, the green-haired woman, basically go yandere and, like, I don't know how to describe it, she just went insane for a moment. Like, wide-eyed, laughing maniacally. It was kind of scary.
That's very thoughtful of you, Lama.
It actually wasn't her, it was her past that we saw, but, you know, regardless. Go grab a snack and lurk in the meantime. Have a good lurk. Hope you have a good snack. They did a lot for marketing for Age of Imprisonment. They prefer doing marketing for Zeta A and Kirby. Oh, did not do a lot for Age. But enough with Zelda. It's not yandere if she's not in love. That's fair. That's valid. I don't know what the word would be then for it. Everyone is in one room? Yes. Heck yeah. Crazy-eyed lady moment. True.
Of course.
Sounds good to me. take some time to rest and digest before we reconvene to nail down a plan.
Rest and digest. Seems like a big situation's going down. Yeah, we're Nodcry is kind of in danger.
Hey,
ooh, I missed what the
is this
text
a bad
said.
time? Hope I didn't kill the conversation.
Wait, can I? Okay, so it's not gonna be up there. Probably insane, maybe crazy, deranged, all of the above. Yeah, exactly, Sakura. It's fine. Come on in.
No need. Come on, let's talk outside. Anyway, Nefer went back to the curatorium to get some rest. But before she left, she shared some things with me that I thought you should be aware of.
Oh?
Firstly, although she managed to trap the Raker of Solnari inside her chess set, there's no guarantee that the power of the Ibis King is any match for one of the 5 sinners. Their powers are beyond our comprehension.
Valid.
It's only a matter of time before he finds a way to break out. We have to come up with a plan and take care of him before that happens.
If we destroy the chess set, does that just set him free? It probably does. It probably follows those rules. Back at the hotel, you sit with Paimon for a while and discuss what lies ahead. Okay, thank you, Jua. Interaction for female traveler. Nice room. Oh, I'm not coming in, though. Why not? It's just a hotel room. It's all the same, I'll just stay out here. I might not look the part, but I am technically a knight. Barging into people's private quarters isn't the kind of thing we do. That's kind of cool. It's not, like, overly, like, you know, whatever. It's just more like a respectful knightly thing. If you see that children often, you might be bound to become crazy at some point. True. Bark out here with a completely different reaction for Lumine. When isn't a nation of Tevat in danger? You know, that's valid. That's so true.
Honestly, my mom figured that might be the case. So, how long have we got?
He's just like, 10. 10 what? Days? Weeks? Hours? 9.
Well, I asked her that same question. She talked for a long time, but for the most part, it seemed like she was trying to convince me how precious her chess set is. What a long and storied history it has.
Okay, but like, if it comes down to the chess set versus like all of Nodcry, perhaps all of Tevat, is it really worth it?
It felt like some kind of sales pitch, you know? The kind where you end up handing over Mora against your will? Anyway, after all that, she finally answered the question. 2 days, at most.
Okay.
2 days? Holy moly! Can we even recruit enough help in that time?
That remains to be seen. Which brings me to the second issue. Dainsleif is obviously conflicted about this whole thing. But given how little time we have, there's no way we can pull this off without his help.
True.
You have some history with him, right? Do you think maybe you could talk to him for us?
I'll see what I can do.
Great. I appreciate it. All right, on to item 3. So, Albedo, Durin, and I put our heads together and came up with a plan. Can't promise it's gonna work yet, but at least it's a start. We figured we'd bounce the idea off you first. We'll explore it further once everyone's recovered.
Oh? Please ask away.
Oh, Paimon's dying to hear this.
All right, so here's what we're thinking.
Don't go into a cutscene. Don't. No. In a hushed voice, Varka lays out the current plan. It's a shocking plan, but nothing can faze the greatest traveler and trustiest travel guide in Tevat. It doesn't take you long to get behind it.
We felt a little uneasy about roping you into this. I mean, firstly, you're not locals, and secondly, none of us are your boss. You're well within your rights to refuse if you so choose.
But you know we're not going to because of our history.
Roping us in? Why would you even say that? We know the stakes here.
Yep.
It's all of us against the Rayher of Solnari, or none of us stand a chance.
Yep.
I choose my words very intentionally, I'll have you know. I like to think there's an art to striking a down-to-earth tone even when the stakes are through the roof.
Alright, I'll give you that.
Sir Varka, I have a few thoughts about this plan.
I'm all ears.
I think we can be more flexible with how the roles are allocated. In my view, the most sensible lineup would be like this.
I see your point, yeah. But if that's how we're going to approach this, you'd better make sure you're ready. To be clear, I don't doubt your abilities. Far from it. I just want to make sure. Are you really willing to take all this on?
Yeah.
I want to do everything within my power. The Rahier of Solnari is a truly fearsome opponent, and if I do my part, it'll greatly reduce the risk for everyone else involved.
Well, that tracks with what I've heard. Jean's mentioned in her letters that you're so diligent it's almost abnormal.
Okay.
As in, most people weigh up the risks and rewards in situations like this. But you seem to just march towards danger without a moment's hesitation. Of course, everyone appreciates a fearless pioneer. But all that aside, I'm the Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius, and you're our honorary knight. I want to make sure your courage doesn't come at the expense of your safety.
Thank you, Sir Varka.
We're an honorary knight, though, is the thing.
I should be the one thanking you. It means a lot to have you on board. I'll give some serious thought to your suggestions.
Alright, not that we'll know what those suggestions are. Varka gives a very knightly bow and says he'll see you at the hotel again later. He has arranged for everyone to meet and finalize the plan of action. In an effort to lighten the mood, he booked out the hotel for the meeting, so you could all chat over a drink. As the moon rises in the sky, you and Paimon leave your room, discussing whether Paimon has any other options than fruit juice. Everyone is already there waiting for you. They're chatting and smiling. Clearly the rest has done them good. As well as the existing crew, some unexpected help has arrived. More? Still, you remain conscious of the fact that the future of Nodcry rests on what is decided tonight. So many lives are at stake. You may never meet most of them, but whether they know it or not, all of them are counting on you. Alright, that's probably a good place to stop, right? After looking at the Torion wiki, you can say he is interrupted here, as cool as that would have been. Man, it was a good thought though. You may be an honorary knight, but Varka still treats you like a normal knight. The snapshots Tori created were of different ages in life, with the current in-game model being based on the one from 400 years ago during the Tatarasuna incident. Let me collect this. Oh, 2. Moonless Night and Game of Blood and Sand. Oh shoot, go back. Okay. Either teleport out and stop here, or go for another 10 to 20 minutes. We'll stop here, I think. I do want to know what happens next. And it's not like the most ideal point, but I just don't want to overrun it a bit too much, you know? Hence why it looks and sounds the same. Yeah, no, that's valid. Okay, well, let's teleport out of here. We'll go to here. Alright. Jua, how much more do you think we have, in, like, time-wise? Alright. Who to raid now? Let's see who is live. We've got people that we know. Do we see anyone that we know? I was thinking someone else was going to be live, but I guess they're not right now. About 2.5 hours left? Okay, that's not that bad. We could do that all in next stream, I think. If all goes well. Probably closer to 240. Okay. Let's see. I want to see if... Okay, so we see some familiar faces here. So 2.66666. Thank you, Jua. Alright. I see... Oh, have we rated this person before? I don't think we've ever rated this person. Where are they at? Okay, they're earlier in the Archon quest. We could go say hi to them. Sure, let's go say hi to them. We're gonna raid a new person. Who's currently doing Genshin. They're a little... I think this is Act 3. So, let's go say hi to them. Let's get the raid messages up. Alright. I need to fix this so that it's not Stream Elements doing the raid messages. I'll work on it so that it's me, so that you can actually see those things. Thanks for stream. Thank you, Mochi. Welcome in, Mochi. I assume you were here for a little bit. Have a good night. Thank you, Mochi. Thank you, Lin, Jua, Bark, Sakura. Thank you, guys. Everyone, I appreciate you all being here and hanging out. Let me also start this raid. That would kind of help, wouldn't it? Alrighty. It's gonna be a new person. Hebselen? I don't actually know how to pronounce the name, but I've been following them for a while. Thank you for the check-in, Annie. And Orchid, thank you so much. Thank you for the tuck, Lynn. Thank you for the @Annie. Gordon. I appreciate you all. Thank you all so much. I hope you have a great weekend and a great rest of your morning, afternoon, evening, or night, wherever you are. Thank you for the check-in as well, Lynn. I will see you all next time. Take care, everyone. Bye.